good evening to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports. Live tonight from Glen C. Smithfield in Pittsfield, Illinois, as the Pittsfield Sockies welcome the New Berlin Pretzels. Alongside John and Jessica Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you're with us on this beautiful September evening for high school football action. The Sockies are 0-4 on the season, trying to get off the schneid and pick up that first victory, while the Pretzels are looking to get over 500 as they enter tonight's contest at 2-2. We'll talk about the matchup, what else is going on around the Sangamo Conference and around our area, have our visit with Socky head coach Dolan Barnes, and much more. All coming your way on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
I am 1 in 8.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Our specialists in Quincy and Hannibal are here so you receive exceptional care, close to home. From industry-leading early detection technology to clinical research and oncology care, we're here to stop cancer from getting in the way. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank serving the entire region with the best in banking services close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Sockies and the Pretzels for you tonight on Central Illinois Sports. New Berlin 2-2 on this season under first-year head coach Trent Quarton. They lost their opener in a close contest, 26-20 to Pleasant Plains, beat Auburn 36-12, lost to Petersburg Porta 19-6, and defeated Riverton last week by a final of 46-23. The Sockies are 0-4 on the season, lost in the season opener 29-20 to the Riverton Hawks, were defeated by Athens 42-19, Stanford Olympia 60-20, and by Williamsville 64-26 a week ago on the road. Elsewhere in the Sangamo Conference this evening, Auburn is at Athens. Moreau Forsyth travels to Riverton. Porta plays host to Pleasant Plains, and Williamsville is at Stanford Olympia in what should be a good matchup. On the WIVC side of things, first of all, in the north, Beardstown is playing host to Round Camp Point Central on the road at Minden Unity Payson, a game you can watch live on Central Illinois Sports. Tropia travels to Brown County, who's red hot right now, and a good rivalry matchup as well. On the south side of the WIVC this evening. It's Carrollton at Pleasant Hill Western. Greenfield Northwestern welcomes North Green to town. And Calhoun travels to West Central. In the Central State 8, first of all, on the east side of the conference, Chatham-Glenwood playing host to Decatur MacArthur after a big 43-42 win a week ago over Rochester in overtime. Decatur Eisenhower is playing host to Lincoln High School this evening. Normal U High welcomes the Rochester Rockets to town. On the west side of the Central State 8, Jacksonville High is at Springfield Southeast. Quincy Notre Dame is welcoming Springfield High School to town, and Lanphier is hosting Sacred Heart Griffin. That's what the game's going on throughout our area. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Military Appreciation Night here at Glenn C. Smithfield. We'll also have the helicopter bringing the game ball to the field tonight at about 6:50, so lots of fun festivities planned here for tonight's contest and then a football game as well. It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have our visit with Saukee head coach Dolan Barnes. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Corey Greinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saukee Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saukee Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Visiting with Pittsfield Saukee head coach Dolan Barnes. And coach, an opportunity tonight, Military Appreciation Night. Kind of talk about why you guys have chosen to do an event like this and what it means to your program.
Yeah, I mean, there's schools all across this country that do it. I think it's a really special thing that we do it here as well. But I told the guys, like, if you're going to wear camo or the Stars and Stripes on a jersey, you better strap up, you better play hard. You know, just service members, all they sacrifice, the hard work, and, you know, even some that have passed, like, that's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to the rest of the guys. So I just wanted to make sure that they understood this isn't just a cool jersey. This is something we really got to play for.
You know, week 5 already. It seems like time flies when you're having fun. But, you know, for some of your seniors, they have to come to a realization of, hey, you're already halfway through your senior year. For those juniors, all of a sudden, hey, we're getting closer to this being a real deal of a first year, maybe being a varsity player. It's time to really try to show some of those things that you've done in practice, try to make those pay off now in a game.
Yeah, I mean, we do that anyways, but I think the realization is, you know, time's running out. Like we kind of talked about that Wednesday with a guest speaker. Just time runs out, and the harsh reality is you might not ever put the helmet on again. You might not ever put a football jersey on again. So I think the urgency is there, but, you know, I'm not going to say they're working any harder or any less. These guys have been grinding all summer, and it just hasn't flipped in our favor, but it's coming.
We've talked about the injury they've had in the quarterback position, and with that, you kind of have to maybe throw a few new wrinkles in, and I think we're going to see some of those in the game this night.
Yeah, the wrinkle was on the bus, sit down and talk with Caden Ferguson and say, get ready to start throwing the ball. And he said, all right, let's do it. So we're going to throw Ferg in there, but, I mean, what a great kid. Caden is such a great kid, a leader. He loves football. He is, bar none, probably our smartest football guy, just X's and O's. So we're confident in him. I mean, again, he's a senior. He's excited, and the kids trust him. And then we're going to, you know, get Riker Wyatt out there too, the freshman. I mean, he stepped into Williamsville and didn't blink. So we have options. It's going to look a little different Friday, but we're ready.
How big is it? I don't want to just, you know, single out your seniors, but how big is it that you have a group of seniors who are still very, very positively leading this team, even though things maybe haven't gone the way they wanted to as far as the wins and loss record is going?
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's terrible. We're 0-4. So, you know, just at the face value, things have not gone great, but that's why you have to have culture. And that's the one thing I am super proud of this year. Like, new coach, new system, new coaches, you know, with even Kaufman and Elliott and Davidsmeyer, like, it would be so easy for them to lay down and say we're done, and they haven't done that. So that's why we're so hard on, you know, preaching culture and buying into the culture, and they've clearly done that. We've fought in every game, you know, we're yet to just be completely blown out or embarrassed. Our kids fight, you know, and we've honestly been in every game we've played at moments. So obviously the score hasn't shown that, but, you know, these kids they're fighters, and they work hard, and, you know, they're just going to keep doing that.
Playing a New Berlin team who had a really nice season last year, graduated some talent, switched head coaches as well, with a gentleman taking over who was in that system already, but they're a team that is kind of a blue-collar team, kind of like yours.
Yeah, they're good kids. I taught all those kids in health and PE when they were younger, so I know them all. They are a lot like our kids. They're great kids. They work hard. Coach Q's from Verdon, so I played sports against them. You know, they're doing things the right way. They'll get it turned around as well, but, you know, we got to be ready. They're physical kids. I think the senior class now was the 8th grade Super Bowl champion, so they know how to win, and we'll be ready for them.
You know, you talk about putting together a program, one that you would want your kids to be around, and I come out here on a Thursday night walkthrough, and there's a little guy that might resemble you a little bit out there. How special is that to be able to be at practice with him, kind of being around some of these older guys, and what's that mean to you as a coach?
I just told Coach Kaufman, I said, man, I hope he remembers this when he gets older, and Coach Kaufman said, oh, he will, and you know, Coach Kaufman told me a story about when he was a ball boy at Memorial Stadium back in the day. So, you know, it's just cool. That's the tribe part of it for me. Like, you know, I love seeing the kids. I've seen, you know, Kaufman's kid out here running around after a game was so cool, and seeing Elliott's kids in the school, and seeing Davidsmeyer's kids in the school, and Lex is obviously on the team, and Caden Davidsmeyer's obviously on the team. But it's just really cool to have all the coaches' kids around and just make it a family. And hopefully, you know, it builds excitement in them, and then their friends see them, you know, doing different things, and you just kind of get that excitement in the younger ages too.
That's Saukey head coach Dolan Barnes. We're back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber, for all your building needs. Come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Case IH has been an innovator for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation. Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Thanks to Pittsfield head coach Dolan Barnes for the pregame chat. Coach has been a little under the weather this week, and I told him, I said, well, welcome to Pike County and the Pike County fall crud that goes around from, year to year. I said, luckily you'll be over it in about 5 or 6 weeks, but we definitely hope he's feeling better tonight and ready to roll. The Sockies have battled another week of some illness and injuries, and so they'll have a little different look at times tonight to be able to try to counteract that against this New Berlin squad who really had a nice season a year ago and graduated a solid class, but really returned some guys who are hungry to get that playoff bid once again this season, and 2-2 on the year. Big game for them here in their schedule here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night at Glenn C. Smith Field, and the Sockies will wear their special camouflage jerseys this evening. They're also honoring all the veterans in attendance here this evening as well, and really good to see those people who have fought for our freedoms be honored here tonight, and they should be honored each and every day. If you see a veteran, shake their hand, thank them for their service, of course, as our freedom is not free. We are on the Great Rivers Bank pre-game show. The Saukey High School band going to play the national anthem here. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll take a look at the farm and home supply starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power. Backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today and for 1 full year you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
We asked you what your favorite thing is about fall, and here's what you said. So no matter what you're looking forward to, there's something for you that's on sale at your local Farm Home Supply right now. Take your pick from our beautiful 8-inch flowering mums for only $5.99. Your fall fashion is on sale, including $10 off Wrangler Bespoke denim. Pick up a big bag of this winterizer lawn food for under $30. Get a 2-pack of these Cell trail cameras for under $80. Find all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. First of all, for the New Berlin Pretzels on the offensive side, Brady Cruz is their signal caller. Brady is a senior for this squad. He'll be lined up in the backfield alongside Michael Pecoraro, who is playing running back. He is a senior as well. Wyatt Oshwald and Chase Dougherty, along with Jackson Cody, are the wideouts. Charlie Newman plays the tight end position. Then the guys up front at left tackle, Cash Thomas. James Johnson is the left guard. Drew Bischoff, the center. Maddox Ryan at right guard. And Blake Hermes as the right tackle. On the defensive side, a lot of same names, but a few new ones as well. Cash Thomas, Drew Bischoff, Blake Hermes, and James Johnson make up that front four. Then you see Connor Stinson playing an outside linebacker. He's a junior for this squad. Charlie Newman, an inside backer, along with Wyatt Peters, a senior for the Pretzels. And the other outside linebacker is Jackson Cody. Oshwald and Dougherty play the cornerbacks, while Evan Spencer, a senior, plays free safety for the Pretzels. For the Pittsfield Sockies on the offensive side, a little different look, as they're expected to start tonight in a wildcat formation with Nick Merriam, the normal running back, lined up at quarterback. Colin Throne, Jaden Moore, Jake Otker in the backfield to provide some more blocking. They'll go with a heavy set up front as well, with an extra lineman on the tight end and Eli Terpster. Ryan Harris starts at the other tight end. Then on the offensive line, Zane Perry at left tackle, Austin Brown at left guard, getting his first start of the season. Cade Perry has shifted to center, as Dylan Leonard was out with some illness this week. Hunter Waters and Riley Cook man the right side of the line for the Sockies, as they have throughout the season. Still a very young group up front. That's 4 sophomores in Cook, Waters, Perry, and Brown. Terpster also a sophomore, as is Ryan Harris, so a very young squad up front for the Sockies here tonight. On the defensive side, a little more of a normal look. The senior Jaden Moore plays defensive end. The Perry boys will man the defensive line spots, Zane and Cade, the senior and the sophomore. And Colin Throne, who's played well at the defensive end for the Sockies, will round out the front four. Jake Cocker, Nick Merriman are your inside backers. Ryan Harris is an outside linebacker. Dom Cooper, Riker Wyatt, the freshman, and Caden Ferguson are your cornerbacks, as Taylor Graham will play free safety for the Sockies. That's a look at your Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Beautiful night for high school football action. They did tell us they had to call off the helicopter, so it's not going to land on the grass here tonight at Glen C. Smith Field, so they'll have to save that for another time. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Hear from some of the sponsors helping to make this game possible for you this evening on Central Illinois Sports.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We carry clothing brands like Cool Workwear, First Light, Meat Eater, Southern Point, Dive Bomb, along with your favorites like Sitka, Drake, and Mossy Oak. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, now at 5100 Broadway in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Sockies and the New Berlin Pretzels here tonight. Pittsfield home tonight, on the road at top-ranked Maroa Forsyth next week, and the Maroa Forsyth squad off to another tremendous start after finishing second in the state in Class 2A a year ago. And a tough opponent in this tough Sangamo Conference. Pittsfield will be without the services of Jonas Anderson, who suffered an injury in the game last week against Williamsville. Also still without Cody Anderson, the sophomore, although maybe some hope that we'll see him yet again this season as he is trying to work himself back into the ability to play a little bit. Socky's also lost Colin Bernard this week to an injury, the young sophomore, so that's a loss on both sides of the ball. Bernard have done really well, especially with that cornerback spot, so some other guys will step in, including the freshman Riker Wyatt, who's in the starting lineup on the defensive side tonight. We also saw Riker play quarterback for about half of the game a week ago, and we expect him to see some snaps tonight at quarterback. And we also expect to see the debut of Caden Ferguson at quarterback tonight for the Sockies, the senior, usually wideout, going to line up behind center at times as well, as the Sockies are going to try to show some different formations to keep the offense flowing. We saw Taylor Graham take some snaps a week ago a bit. Saw him have another big game on the receiving side. Of course, it hurts a little bit when you're going to more maybe that Wildcat type of look with Graham's numbers, but he's ready to get out there and block just like the rest of the receivers as well, do whatever it takes for his squad. But the biggest improvement the Sockies have to see is on the defensive side. They've given up 60 points in back-to-back weeks, John, and got to be able to try to hold teams, got to about be below 30 if you're going to win very many contests here in the Sangamo Conference, and really in the mid-20s would be much more palatable.
Yeah, tackling better is imperative for the Sockies right now, and they're making hits a lot of the times in the backfield, just not able to get those tackles completed, and a lot of the times those guys break through that first line of defense, and then off they go.
Nice evening for football here on this final Friday in September. We'll switch to October by the time we have the game for you from Aurora Forsyth next Friday, and it is unseasonably warm here still on this 26th day of September. So even though the calendar has told us we've switched to fall, Mother Nature has not yet agreed, and still about 80 degrees today. And
we did fall for those first 2 weeks of football, Charlie, so
we'll likely see some issues with cramping as we have in the last couple of weeks, as that seems like it's been an issue on just about every game that we've seen, especially with teams that play a lot of guys both ways. And New Berlin's one of those squads, John, that really only about 3 different names on the offensive side versus the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and that really helps a team with not having to try to be so conditioned, and no matter how conditioned you are and how hydrated you are, cramping when it's hot is just something that's going to happen.
Sockies are a little more varied, have a few less guys that play both ways, but they've, due to some of those injuries, have had to have guys play a little more Iron Man type of style. So you work on that conditioning throughout the week to be ready to play on this Friday night. Both teams are getting ready to take the field. The Sockies with a plethora of flags this evening, alongside their normal tribe flag and the flag for the state of Illinois. They've also got all of the flags for each branch of the military here on Military Appreciation Night, and thanks to the Pleasant Hill American Legion for providing those flags for the squad to use here tonight. Do want to remind you that our scoreboard throughout the night and throughout the season is brought to you by Ridgeline Sales Group. If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Our knowledge of the land, our dedication to our clients, and our commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust us for their real estate needs. Call 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com. Sockies are in the camouflage jerseys. New Berlin will be in the white uniforms with the white pants, blue numbers, and red outline as Pittsfield takes the field here at Glenn C. Smith Field. The band sounding good again, as always, under director Justin Bangert, assisted by Chardy Bangert. Sockettes, cheerleaders, everybody here in attendance tonight. Decent-sized crowd on hand as well for this matchup between the Sockies and the Pretzels. New Berlin, one of 2 Pretzels in the state of Illinois. Freeport, the other. And they were a salty squad a year ago, was New Berlin, and really dominated Pittsfield last year in a game where Pittsfield had been using their physicality to their advantage at that point throughout the season, and New Berlin is out physical the Sockies. So that has been kind of the edge that has helped the Pretzels over the last couple of years have some success. a coaching change, kind of. As Coach Corton was already on the staff, but has taken over as the head coach. And, of course, Pittsfield under first-year head coach Dolan Barnes, and they're looking for that first victory of the season and of the career for Coach Barnes as the Saki head coach. The coin toss was completed earlier, and Pittsfield won the toss. They have chosen to receive the opening kickoff.
It looks like they've chosen to kick the ball, Charlie.
That's not what you told me earlier.
I told you that they won the coin toss. I never saw whether they chose to take the ball or not.
Well, we'll go back and check the record, but we got bad information. Pittsfield's going to kick off. And we believe Brady Cruz and Connor Stinson will be the deep men for the Pretzels once they take the field. Cruz a senior, Stinson a junior for this squad. In the all-white uniforms for New Berlin, Taylor Graham going to be kicking off for the Sakis here this evening. As we're just about ready for action. Graham has it teed up, ready to go. 5-man front, and Graham will try a little pooch kick. Yeah, Saki's going to have a chance at this one, and they have recovered the kickoff and will have the possession. Diving down there on the ball for Pittsfield was Ryan Harris, the sophomore, and Pittsfield will steal the possession at the 39-yard line of New Berlin, and it'll be 1st and 10 Sakis with 11:58 to play in this first quarter. Ball will be resting right at the 39-yard line, and a nicely placed ball from Taylor Graham on the kickoff to give Pittsfield an early possession.
Sakis knew the ball was going there, and New Berlin's guys obviously did not, and the guys on that side from New Berlin kind of looked at it like, I don't know what to do now, and Pittsfield's guys were like, we're going to take that.
Well, it was just beyond the outstretched hand of Jackson Cody. He jumped up and tried to catch it, but just could not bring it in. And we'll see Pittsfield in the Wildcat formation here. Double tight set, 3 backs in front of Nick Merriman, who technically is the quarterback, but really is the running back for the Sakis here. Merriman is in the shotgun, calls the line set. A lot of bodies within a short amount of time. Low snap, Merriman picks it up, runs to the right side, has some blockers out in front, gets it inside the 33 to around the 32-yard line. A pickup on the play of 7 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 3 for the Sakis.
Merriman, good run there, and all those running backs in front of him gave him good blocking.
It is more of an old school style of football, just from the shotgun, as the direct snap to the halfback. Merriman is the call here.
It's a little more than a full house backfield even.
Yeah, Otker, Moore, and Throne are the backs in front of Merriman as we're just underway in the first. Look to the sideline for the play call here. Merriman does stand about 6 yards deep. Cade Perry, the center for the first time this season, the young sophomore. Merriman drops the snap this time, picks it up, runs forward. It looks like he's going to get close to the 30-yard line, a 2-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and a yard to go. Have not had a clean operation either time. First time the snap was low. That time Merriman had trouble with the snap, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 in what is 4-down territory for the Sakis. 10:48 and counting in this opening period. Pittsfield coming out in a different look. They've been spread all season, so New Berlin trying to make some adjustments on the fly as well. Merriman is still the man in the backfield. Looks to the sideline for the play call here. Takes the snap. Good snap this time. Looks for a hole on the left side. Will bounce off the first tackler and now is driven backwards, but not before he has the first down. To the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play and a 1st and 10 for the Sakis. So a 1st down for the first time tonight for Pittsfield. And, John, it might not be exciting. It might not necessarily even be pretty, but 3 + 4 + 3 is a 1st down.
And it'll wear out the defense if you can do that for a while.
Well, and it'll also allow your defense to not have to be on the field quite as much. And now the Sakis will bring Throne off the field and split Graham over to the right-hand side with a little different variation of this offensive look. As they look to the sideline again to Coach Barnes. Still have Moore and Otker in the backfield as well. They'll put Graham in motion. They'll look to hand to him on the jet sweep. Is tackled in the backfield as that play did not have a lot of success and going to lose back to around the 32-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play will bring up a second down and 14.
And not well blocked on the far side, and Graham just never could find any footing.
Through the defense from the defense very quickly that time was Cash Thomas for New Berlin to make the initial hit on Graham for the loss of 4. Graham is again split to the right-hand side. Sockies up front have to really know whose assignment is who. They'll try to hand it to Graham again. He's going to be back to pass now, looking downfield. Ball is thrown up, and it is incomplete. A battle for it down there between Ryan Harris, and on the defensive side, the pass breakup for Evan Spencer brings up a 3rd down and 14. Kind of peculiar as the Sockies did pick up a 1st down, keeping the ball on the ground, and now they'll bring in Caden Ferguson as the quarterback for the first time and go trips left. A single receiver to the right-hand side is Jacob Hull. On this side, it's Marable, Graham, and Dominic Cooper. Otker is the single back in the backfield. Ferguson is back to pass, looking for Marable out in the flats. Short gain on the play as he's taken out of bounds right at the 29-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 11 for Pittsfield. 4th down, 11 yards to go for the Sockies. Clock stopped as the man went out of bounds to the 9:13 mark of this first quarter. Trips right to this time with Graham on the left-hand side. They have a safety over the top of him as well. Riker Wyatt will come in the game to be the signal caller now for the Sockies as Ferguson heads to the sideline. There's a lot of moving parts right now.
Quarterback sub.
Wyatt is the freshman quarterback, played well in the half against Williamsville a week ago. He's going to try to sprint to the right-hand side, is going to get dragged down from behind inside the 30 to around the 28-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play, but not enough for the Socky first down, and that'll be a turnover on downs at the 9:10 mark of the first quarter. So the Sockies pick up 1 first down, but could not another as the jet sweep set them back. And New Berlin will have the football for the first time after this word from Dot Foods.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their task. Dot Foods has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose Dot.
9:10 to play in the first. Here comes Brady Cruz and company for the New Berlin Pretzels. Pecoraro is the running back to his left. Cruz will keep it on the end around the left-hand side. Gets the corner. Has big yardage on the play before he steps out of bounds. Looks out near the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play for the Pretzels. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. Cruz showing his burst of speed on the first carry of the night on the design quarterback keeper for the senior QB.
Pecoraro was a good lead blocker there also.
This time they'll come out with a trip set to the right-hand side. Single receiver to the left. Cruz in the shotgun. Cruz scans the defense. Sockies jumped off sides, and that'll be a free 5 yards for New Berlin, and it should bring up a first down. The man right over the top of the ball jumped off sides, and that'll result in a 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. The easy way, the old defensive penalty.
First penalty on the Sockies tonight for 5 yards.
Pretzels will have the 1st and 10 now with 9:05 to play in the opening period. They'll
talk about it.
Getting together to talk about it here, and what are they? What is
I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Dead ball offsides against the Sockies. And then we have a dead ball personal foul against the Sockies as well. The play didn't happen, so I'm not sure what the personal foul.
Well, they did not blow it dead right away, and there was a Pittsfield man bursting through the line, and
I didn't really think you made much contact, but that'll put the ball all the way to the Socky 47-yard line for the Pretzels, so big-time penalty there. 1st and 10 in Pittsfield territory for New Berlin, I should say. Strange. Trips right, a single man to the left-hand side. Cruz is in the shotgun. With good field position now for New Berlin. Calls the line set, hands it off to Pecoraro right up the middle. Goes inside the 45 to around the 43 on a 4-yard gain on his first carry of the night for the senior halfback, Michael Pecoraro. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Pretzels.
Saki's down linemen bit on the first call again, just a little bit, but weren't across the line that time.
That football right in front of you,
if it doesn't move, you should not.
Yeah, it is a key indicator. Now with the double wing formation this time around, Pittsfield showing the blitz. They'll give it off again to Pecoraro. He breaks through a couple of arm tacklers. Carries
ball
the
comes loose.
Man with him, but it was down to the ground, they say, before that ball was fumbled. To the 35-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play, and a 1st and 10 for New Berlin.
Another first down for New Berlin, their second of the game.
Pecoraro on the run this time with 8 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the first. A fresh set of downs right at the Saki 35. New Berlin has used the strength of their offensive and defensive lines over the last couple of years to have some success, and they're moving the ball well on this first drive of the night in the double wing formation. Cruz is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off to a new back this time. This is Connor Stinson. Stinson gets the corner, has the first down, and is shoved out of bounds after a good run on the play. Looks like he's down near the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds there after a 15-yard gain and another 1st and 10. Stinson, the junior, with his first carry of the evening and another first down for the Pretzels. Saki's having trouble keeping contain on the outside as the man went out of bounds, but they'll run the clock here. Double wing formation once again. Cruz is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Same running back, Stinson on the left side, breaks a tackle in the backfield. Another nice gain on the play as he's not only quick but a little bit shifty as well. Looks like he'll be down to the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the play to bring up a second down and 4 yards to go for New Berlin.
Stinson was hit to begin with for about no gain and then was able to break through that and gain those 6 yards.
2nd and 4 with 7:13 in the clock, counting down to this opening period. No score yet on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Single receiver out wide to the right-hand side. That's Wyatt Oshwald. Cruz takes the snap, hands it off to Pecoraro. He puts a foot in the ground and now explodes forward. Nice gain on the play to around the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Pretzels from the 5 as they're running through the Saki defense right now like a hot knife through butter. Pecoraro with another first down and a 1st and goal to go situation for New Berlin as we're just under the 7-minute mark. Pecoraro again is lined up in the backfield to the right of the quarterback, Cruz. Nice drive. This one started at their own 27. They moved the ball down the field in a hurry, mostly on the ground. Pecoraro gets to the outside, and he'll get to the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening. That comes to the 6:34 mark of this first quarter as Michael Pecoraro takes it in from 5 yards out, and New Berlin takes the early 6-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. So the touchdown to the Pretzels. Let's see if they want to try for the kick afterwards. I believe they will. Nolan Robinson is the kicker for the Pretzels, the senior, as Cruz will be the holder. Robinson, good baseball player as well for New Berlin. Steps it off here, trying to split the uprights and give the Pretzels the 7-0 lead. Cruz calls for the snap. It's a little low, but he gets it down. Robinson, plenty of leg with that one, right through the middle, and makes it a 7-0 Pretzel lead. On the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, our first score of the night, it's Michael Pecoraro on a 5-yard run over the left side. New Berlin 7, Pittsfield 0.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
The New Berlin Pretzels are on the board first in this one. A 5-yard run by Michael Pecoraro, and then the kick after by Robinson has given the Pretzels a 7-0 lead with 6:34 to play in the opening quarter. That brought to you, of course, on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 7-0 Pretzels, and Robinson now will have it teed up. He had plenty of leg on the extra point attempt. Let's see if he can get this one into the end zone on the kickoff. Sockies have Ferguson back deep, and it's a ball that's a bouncer on the ground. The Sockies will dive on it back near the 33-yard line, and that's where Pittsfield will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 6 minutes, 32 seconds to play here in the opening period. I want to remind you about our friends at Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Looks like Ferguson the quarterback this time.
So the Sockies will be in the spread formation. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, a single man to the left. Ferguson in the shotgun with Otker, the running back, to the left. They'll put Graham in motion. Otker looked like he got an early start. Graham trying to get the corner. Good blocking outside by Dominic Cooper. Graham will be slung out of bounds up near the 42-yard line. A pick up on the play of 9 yards and a 2nd and 1 for the Sockies.
Graham a better blocked play that time. He had a little more time to move up the field, and it worked better.
That helped that Otker got a little bit of a free jump that time as well.
It's a little easier block that way.
They'll say the man did not get forced out of bounds, ran out on his own, so the clock keeps moving here. This group likes to keep it going. They have reservations later. Bad snap now. Otker going to have to dive on it, and that'll result in a loss back to the 38-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. So Kate Perry trying to get adjusted to snapping the ball. He's been playing guard all season, but now playing center tonight. And it's different when you have an opponent on the opposite side of you.
Snap just never got off the ground that time.
3rd and a long 5. They'll hand it off to Marable, looking for the edge on the right side. And not a lot of blocking there. He'll go backwards on the play. Ball comes out after he's down. Loses 2 on the play, back to the 36-yard line. And it'll be 4th down for the Sockies with nearly 8 yards to go in what would appear to be a punting situation. And I believe they will run the punt team onto the field. 5-12 and counting in the first. Sockies will be back to punt. Back to receive the kick is Charlie Newman for New Berlin. So a quick 3 and out for the Sockies here. Marable taking a count of everyone on the field. There's that Graham back to kick.
That's Graham.
Huh. First time we've seen him punt this season. He'll try the little rugby style out to the right side and really get a pretty nice boot on this one. It'll roll dead right inside the 20 at the 19-yard line with 4:38 to play in the first. Nice punt by Graham. He can really do a lot of good things for this Pittsfield squad. And the first time we've seen him in the punting side on the season. Hey, check out Bowler's Universe after the game tonight or anytime throughout the week. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10. Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. A great menu, cold drinks, and good times with your friends at Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield. 4:38 to play in the first. Pretzels take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. A good drive the last time around that resulted in a touchdown that took just a little under 3 minutes and was aided by a couple of Socky penalties along the way. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Cruz in the shotgun. He'll now move the tight end and the offset back to the left side of the formation. Calls for the snap. Fakes the handoff. There was nobody at home. He will get what he can get out of this play on a broken play. Really a nice positive result, as it was not a good start to the play, but gets it up to the 23 for a gain of 4. And brings up a 2nd down and 6 with Jake Otker in on the initial hit for the Sockies.
10 yards for Cruz now on a couple of carries.
I heard they were talking about the football program at the Otkers tonight, as they had the pregame meal there. Thanks to Derek and Kinder for opening their home for the football team. Just over 4 minutes to play in the first. Cruz in the shotgun of the double wing. Hands it off to Pecoraro. He is taken down after a gain across the 25 to the 26-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play will result in a 3rd down and 3. Not a lot of anything fancy for the Pretzels, but they have moved the ball forward well, and a 3rd and manageable here with under 4 minutes to play in the opening period.
Pecoraro with 28 yards on 5 carries now.
They've done a nice job switching him and Stinson out. Stinson adds a little bit of a different type of run.
He's a little more of a burst runner, I would say.
In the shotgun is Cruz. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Puts his head down and is taken down short of the sticks here. Looks like he's up to about the 27-yard line, and it'll be a 4th and 2 after the 1-yard gain. So decision time here. Do you think if you're the Pretzels you can pick up these 2 yards? It's a risk. But the way they've been running it, I'd give it to Pecoraro and take my chances if I were New Berlin. 3 minutes to play in the first.
Yeah, Pecораro's not been stopped for less than 3 yards so far on the night on 5 carries. So he's proven himself if his line gets him a block.
4th and 2 yards to go here. Stinson is the back in the backfield. They're going to probably try to draw the Sockies off sides first. Nope, quick snap, and we get a whistle. And what happened here? Penalty flag flies, and it is a false start against New Berlin.
I don't think they ever got set. The running backs were moving forward as the ball was snapped.
It's a 5-yard loss back to the 22, and now I would think you would punt the ball away if you are the Pretzels with 2:37 to play in the first. 4th and 7, much different than a 4th and 2, and they will indeed run the punt team onto the field. Taylor Graham will be back to receive this punt for Pittsfield. Stands right at the feathers of the Socky head. Punter for the Pretzel. I can't get him to turn this way enough for me to get the number, John. Can you?
In a minute, maybe.
Stands about his own 7-yard line. A pretty good size.
69.
Yeah, Graham will let this one bounce, and now it'll take a bounce and head south right at about the 49-yard line. Good punt that time by Cash Thomas. He was cash money that time on the punt. 2:13 to play in the first. Socky's defense gets a hold here, and they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line with, again, 2:13 to play in the opening period. So the Socky defense gets a stop. Now let's see if they can get something moving on the offensive side. Trailing by a touchdown here on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Hey, check out the Pike County Express. They are your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. You can see them on the newsstand each Wednesday near you or always online at PikeCountyExpress.com. Sockies are in the spread again here. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, and Graham and Dom Cooper. Ferguson takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Merriman. Merriman is slung around down there. Tackle made on the play by Blake Hermes. He got a hold of Merriman and stopped him after a gain of a yard on the play. To the 49, it's 2nd down and 9.
He got a hold of Merriman, and Merriman is kind of a slippery runner usually, and Hermes said he's not going anywhere.
Now they bring Riker Wyatt in as the signal caller. Trips left as Marable is checked into the game. Single receiver out wide to the right-hand side. Wyatt, the freshman.
Merriman's still the running back.
Right in midfield. Fakes the handoff to Merriman. Keeps it himself on the right side. Wyatt now pushes the pile forward. Good strong run on the play to finish it out into Pretzel territory to the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Here's one thing you like about Riker Wyatt. This youngster not afraid of much, and he runs the ball well. Just over a minute to play in the first. Socky's looking to convert on this 3rd down and 4. Pretzel's trying to get a stop here right at midfield. Wyatt in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Merriman on the right-hand side, looking for some running room. Not much there. Good stop by that big Pretzel front. No gain on the play, in fact, to the 46-yard line, and it's 4th down and 4. So 4th and 4 with 45 seconds to play. Sockies look to be going for it here. You could argue that a punt here could flip the field, but Pittsfield trying to get
Tried to get him to jump off first.
Try the hard count first. Still 15 seconds on the play clock as Wyatt looks to the sideline. Everybody looks at their wrist. They are going to go for it here. Good snap this time. Wyatt back to pass, throws, and it just slips out of his hand and falls incomplete harmlessly to the turf. An incompletion will be a turnover on downs, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for New Berlin with 20.5 seconds to play in the first from their own 46-yard line. So Pittsfield unable to capitalize on the good field position. And the Pretzels will be right back on the offensive side. They have dominated the time of possession here in this first period.
Wyatt went to kind of fake a pass, and the ball just slipped away.
Well, you know, when he got into the game last week, it was just a react, right? And now you've had a little time to think about it, and you're just trying to help that young man. Hey, don't overthink it. You have the tools to do the job, or you wouldn't be out there. And he'll get it. He's got to remember how young this squad is up and down the lineup. Cruz in the shotgun, hands it off to Pecoraro. Big hole on the right side, breaks the tackle, penalty flag flies in the backfield now. Gets all the way down to the Saukey 40-yard line, but that looks to be in the area of holding. And it is. So that will move the ball back to around the 36-yard line on the 10-yard penalty as it happened behind the line of scrimmage and bring up a 1st and 20. Negates the good run by Michael Pecoraro. Pecoraro, if you remember when these teams played last year, got ejected from the game in the first quarter in kind of a fluky play. The referee said he threw a punch. We went back and watched the
a lot of times
replay a lot and never saw. It looked like a block to us, let's put it that way. But they ejected him from the game, and it didn't hurt New Berlin that night as they dominated the Saukeys a year ago in the trenches. But you always hate to see that.
And Pecoraro has proven to be a tough runner so far.
Yeah, I mean, think about him in that mix a year ago. They will start the clock after the offensive penalty. 1st and 20 here. Cruz in the gun. Saukey showing blitz from the linebacker spot. They'll give it off to Pecoraro. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Strong move to make the first man miss, but can only get back to the line of scrimmage as the Saukeys guessed right defensively that time. No gain, no loss. It'll be 2nd and 20, and that's the end of the first. After one, it's the New Berlin Pretzels 7, the Pittsfield Saukeys nothing. Second quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2022 Ford Bronco has 12,500 miles, is priced at $39,500, and would look great in your garage or driveway. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive, 217-939-7664.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Ready for second quarter action. It'll be 2nd down and 20 yards to go for New Berlin. Hey, there they are. From their own 36-yard line.
We found them.
Saukey band sounded good tonight in the stands here. Pretzels come out with trips to the left-hand side. A single man split out about halfway to Nebo as Cruz will take the snap. He's back to pass. Looking for the quick hitter behind the line. Has it completed to Dougherty. Dougherty dancing around looking for running room. Wrapped up, taken down by a tribe of Saukey tacklers right at the 40-yard line. Gains 4 on the play and brings up a 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
First pass for New Berlin for 4 yards there.
Saukey's did a nice job with the gang tackling that time. Now they have to make sure they keep their man in front of them on this 3rd and very long. Pretzels, if you could get to like a 4th and 5 situation right at midfield, you'd go for it, or maybe even a 6. You've got some work ahead of you as they'll split them out 2 wide to either side. Could you see a handoff here in the backfield? That's been their best offense so far tonight, but Cruz is back to pass. Nice job picking up the blitz. Now Cruz has to step up, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Zane Perry, Colin Throne. And Cade Perry meet at the quarterback that time for the Sockies, back to the 35-yard line for a 5-yard loss, and it's a 4th down and 21. And this has been as good of a back-to-back series by the Socky defense as we've seen this season. You'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual. Pretty good pocket. Cruz just couldn't find anybody open down the field. And then when he stepped up, Perry and Perry, attorneys at law, met in the backfield.
They met at the quarterback that time. The quarterback didn't like it.
Give him a little brotherly hug that time. As Cash Thomas has his punt blocked. Ferguson blocks it. Ball trying to get picked up. Sockies will pick it up and they will score. A blocked punt for a touchdown. Jaden Moore with the score. Ferguson with the block. The little guy makes the big play. Moore picks it up and carries it in, and makes it a 7-6 contest on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. How about that? A special team score for the Sockies here. Their second of the season, and Caden Ferguson has been key both times. Had an 80-yard kickoff return a few weeks ago here at home, and this time with a big punt block, as Bodie Marable will be on for the extra point attempt to try to tie this game up at 7 points apiece. You kind of wonder if Marable is nursing a bit of an injury here, as he has not kicked off or punted as he has the rest of the season, but he is in to kick the extra point. I don't know. That is pure speculation, by the way. I didn't get the injury report. 10:19 to play in the first half. Could make it a tie contest here.
Taylor Graham punted tremendously, though, too, so maybe they just discovered that this week.
High kick. Will it get there? It will be no good. Fell short of the uprights, and it's still a 7-6 contest. But the Sockies get a score on special teams. They recovered a kick early. This time they block a punt and return it for a touchdown. They've cut the New Berlin lead to 1.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Sockies will kick off here after cutting it to a 1-point game. Man for New Berlin picking it up as Evan Spencer trying to make something happen. He'll spin away from one tackler, but then be taken down right at the 29-yard line. And that's where the Pretzels will take over 1st and 10 from their own 29 with 10 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the first. So Pittsfield with the big special teams play. And then the touchdown. Extra point was short as there was a low snap.
It was kind of blocked a little bit, maybe, too.
Partially blocked, yeah. 7-6 contest on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 10-14 to play here in the first. Here comes Brady Cruz and company. Cruz wearing the bright orange shoes. I like him. Easy to spot him out there. He calls for the snap, is back to pass, rolling out to his right. Good throw downfield, finds the big tight end this time, and Wyatt Peters. Peters breaks the tackle. He's got the first down up near midfield before he's taken out of bounds for New Berlin. As they'll mark him out at the 48-yard line, a pickup on the play of 19 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. Nice little catch and run by Wyatt Peters, the senior tight end for New Berlin. Really put his shoulder down, ran through a guy there, too, to pick up those extra yards. You like the physicality that you see out of this Pretzel squad.
It's been their calling card the last couple of years.
They don't crumble easily. They'll take the snap, hand it off to Pecoraro. Good hole, bounces outside, is upended now right at the 48-yard line of Pittsfield. 4-yard pickup on the run by the senior. Brings up a second down and 6 yards to go. Michael Pecoraro on the run into Saki territory.
Saki defensive lineman had to come back and make the tackle from beyond the line of scrimmage.
I feel like the Pretzels must have a class kind of like Pittsfield does that doesn't have a ton of numbers, as the roster a little bit shyer than it has been in the past. Pittsfield has a junior class of only about 5 guys, so the fact they have 62 men on the roster tells you they have a lot in the younger levels. Pecoraro fakes the handoff. Now as Cruz keeps it, Saki's make the tackle with Otker and Ferguson there to the 46-yard line. A 2-yard pickup on the play. 3rd down and 4 for New Berlin. You would think to be in 4-down territory here, the way New Berlin is able to run the football, but a 3rd and a solid 4 yards to go with just under 9 minutes to play in the first. Hey, I want to remind you about McCartney Storage. Winter is coming. Get those boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more ready for winter with your friends at McCartney Storage. There's no reason to look anywhere else. They have affordable monthly rates. Call Michael at 217-248-0011. 3rd down and 4. 2 backs in the backfield for the first time tonight next to the quarterback Cruz. They'll give it off to Pecoraro. He didn't need the second back. He's going to take this one for a touchdown right up the middle and to the end zone on a 46-yard touchdown run with 8:23 to play in the first. And Michael Pecoraro burst into the opening, was never touched, and gives New Berlin the 13-6 lead. So he found a hole on the left side and exposed it that time. Linebackers were on a blitz, and they were nowhere to be found for Pittsfield.
Ran right past him.
And Pecoraro piling up some big yardage here already. This is a time where our stat guy says, yeah, he's got about
I'm sorry,
89 yards on.
I was writing down he's got 78 yards on 8 carries. I was writing down the touchdown.
All right.
That seemed important.
He's writing a book. Robinson on to kick. Good weapon here on the special team side. He'll put his boot into this one and split the uprights once again to make it 14-6. Pretzels on top. 8 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the first. Pecoraro, party of 6 this time for the Pretzels. And New Berlin leads the Sakis 14-6.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Pretzels have the touchdown lead plus 2 right now. 14-6 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard after the 48-yard run by Michael Pecoraro for the score. And the Pretzels have it teed up ready to kick it off here. Robinson kicked it on the ground the last time, but with the way he's kicking the extra points, I don't think kicking the ball into the end zone is a rarity for him. Just could be a strategy to try to see if that bouncing ball could get it back for the Pretzels. They'll try an onside kick attempt here, and the Sakis will dive on it right at the 35-yard line. That's Jacob Hull on the recovery at the 35 with 8:17 to play in the first half. Sakis 1st and 10 from their own 35. Reels Concrete, they're located just north of Pittsfield, right across from the airport. They're your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains. They have some great benches. Those Saki Strong benches would look good in your patio area this year. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013 for Reels Concrete. First and 10 as Ferguson is in the shotgun. Two receivers to the left, a single man to the right-hand side. They'll fake the handoff. Ferguson will keep it on the right-hand side, looking for some running room. Not much there. Gets turned backward for a loss of a yard of the play to the 34. Brings up a 2nd down and 11.
They lined up Marable offset right behind the line there, and just didn't get much blocking as there were too many guys to the number of blockers.
Pretzels playing with a 4-man front. Linebackers have been active, though, here this evening. 7:47 and counting in the first half. Pittsfield looks to the sideline for the play call from Dolan Barnes. Ferguson takes the snap. He is going to try to run it himself. Makes one-man miss. Blue then takes a big hit from the side. Big-time collision that time with Cash Thomas, who takes him down. And Caden Ferguson said, wow, that's a pretty good-sized lad. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 12.
That's bigger than most of the cornerbacks that are usually trying to tackle me.
That's a little different operation here. Ferguson catches his breath. He's a tough kid, though. He's going to keep working through it. He's back to pass, looking downfield, looking for Taylor Graham. Leaps in between two defenders. Incomplete pass. Will stop the clock and bring up a 4th down, and the Sockies will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's look at that hit again by Cash Thomas on that 2nd down play on the quarterback, Caden Ferguson. See Ferguson make the first man miss, but then right into his side was Cash Thomas on a big-time hit. So a quick 3 and out for this Socky offense. 6:59 to play in the half. Back deep to receive the punt is Charlie Newman. Graham will punt it away. He's at his own 20-yard line. Graham calls for the snap. He is going to roll out to the right. Now he's going to try to tuck it and run. This is
going to be out of bounds pretty short.
Not a great decision here by the Sockies, as they're going to give the Pretzels the ball deep in their own territory at about the 33-yard line. I'm not sure if that was a called fake or not, but it did not bode well for Pittsfield, as Graham actually loses a yard on the play. And the Pretzels will take over the Socky 33 with 6:52 to play in the second period. First and 10 from the Pittsfield 33.
Best field position of the night for New Berlin.
It was the short side of the field. New Berlin really didn't fall for any type of a fake there.
It looked like he had he kind of sprinted out like that the first time that he punted also, and then punted the ball away.
Cruz is in the shotgun. Pecoraro stands to his right. Cruz is back to pass. Rolling to his right. Looks downfield. Overthrown. Incomplete. Dangerous pass there. It'll fall harmlessly, though, to the turf. As New Berlin breathes a sigh of relief there, as that could have been an interception. 2nd and 10.
Closest man to the ball was a Socky defender that time.
2nd and 10 stops the clock here as the Pretzels go back into a huddle. What a difference in pace from the Sockies' opponent a week ago in Williamsville, who seemed like they ran a play about every 15 seconds.
That may be the goal.
Two receivers to the right-hand side. Cruz stands in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He'll give it off to Pecoraro to the left-hand side. Bounces it outside. Gets a block out there. Otker tries to take him down and does, but not before the play goes to the
flag down
20-yard line. Penalty flag down back near the 28-yard line as somebody lost a shoe. It was Pecoraro who lost a shoe. And what is the play call here, or a flag here, I should say? It's a block in the back against the Pretzels at the 28-yard line. So that'll be a spot foul back to the 38. Repeat the down. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 15.
Pecoraro would have had the first down. That negates all that. Pecoraro says, I felt like I ran that play, but now I didn't.
Has to try to get the shoe back on, too, and it's not always the easiest thing to do when you're wearing gloves and your ankle might be taped a bit. And
I was going to say, the shoe looked like it was maybe taped a bit, too, so.
Not tight enough. It's back to the 38-yard line on a 2nd and 15 here for New Berlin after the penalty. 6:39 to play here in the half. Two receivers split out to the right-hand side, and Oshwald and Newman. 2 men at the bottom of your screen as well. Cruz puts a man in motion from the left side. Sakis don't follow him. It means they're playing in the zone. Cruz is back to pass. A lot of time throwing it deep downfield. It is going to be picked off. Picked off. That's Taylor Graham with the interception. No, that's Dom Cooper with the interception. Cooper with the takeaway. Really played the ball well that time for the Saki defense. And with 6:19 to play in the half, the Sakis with their second big takeaway of the night. Ball will be back near the 13-yard line for Pittsfield. First down and 10 yards to go. Saki's trying to get some sort of a sustainable drive on the offensive side. Let's take a look at the interception on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Cruz had some time. Looked into the middle of the field here, as you see. 2, 3, 4 seconds to throw it, and just a lot of traffic down there. Kind of a jump ball, and Cooper came up with the pick. His first of the season, 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. Riker Wyatt in at quarterback. The freshman takes the snap. He'll hand it off. That's to Otker. Jake Otker, the senior, takes it across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A pickup on the play of 3 yards will bring up a 2nd down and 7. Honestly, John, I think Pittsfield's most successful series of the night was that first when they started out on that Wildcat. We have not seen it since then.
I would agree. There may not be very many plays out of it, Charlie.
Well, it was boring, but it was effective. Run it forward. Gain first downs.
That was the play, basically. Run it forward with 3 guys blocking as lead blockers.
Here's Otker with another strong run to the 20-yard line. A 4-yard pickup will bring up a 3rd down and 3. So 3rd and 3 for Pittsfield here as the senior running back Jake Otker with back-to-back carries.
Could do that again. It'd be a first down.
That is how it goes.
4 + 3 + 3.
I think you'll see the linebackers a little more active on a run blitz this time for New Berlin. Wyatt in the shotgun, calls the line set, takes the snap, hands it off to Otker. There's the backer right where he needed to be this time around. On the stop is Charlie Newman. Stops him for a gain of 1 on the play to the 21, and it's 4th and 2 with just over 5 minutes to play. Deep in their own territory, the Sakis will bring the punt team onto the field. So another quick offensive series for Pittsfield, really putting the pressure on the defense. They have risen to the occasion most of the time so far tonight.
But if you keep challenging them, eventually it's going to probably turn out poorly.
Pretzels now were a man short, and now they run one on.
Sakis could have gone on ahead and punted. They didn't have to wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. New Berlin had an extra man on the field.
Ooh, tough punt.
Count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 guys.
There's 12 guys for sure. Nobody saw it but you and me.
Ball was partially blocked. There were 12 men on the field, and that's a responsibility of an official to count it. There were 12 guys on the field.
Yeah.
Should have been a penalty.
Yep.
As is, the ball gets blocked and is going to be all the way up to the 43-yard line is where the Pretzels will have it. 1st and 10 from the Saki 43. There were 12 men on the field.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been hard because you should count everybody when they're set, and then you're like 2 more came on. So
quit worrying as much about running the clock when a man goes out of bounds and count. 2 receivers to the right, a single man to the left side as Cruz is in the shotgun. Cruz takes the snap, hands it off to Pecoraro. No, he's back to pass now. A little RPO, going to throw it down the middle of the field again. Another dangerous pass. Intended receiver was Charlie Newman, 2nd and 10. You got to be careful with those defensive backs of Pittsfield. They've been pretty aggressively going after the ball.
It also seems like the Sakis have scouted relatively well who they're going to be throwing to most of the time. It's been in about double coverage an awful lot of the night.
2nd down, clock stopped with the incompletion. I'd give the ball to Michael Pecoraro. Let's see what he could do. He's not in the game right now, though, as Cody Stinson is. Oh, there's Pecoraro. He's got the ball right now. They'll run the option out to Stinson. Ball is bobbled around. Stinson makes a tremendous catch on it, honestly, just to bring that ball in and takes it to the 41-yard line. Not a big gain of just a 2-yard pickup, but a turnover-saving play by Stinson just to bring that one in as he kind of got a pitch at the last moment onto the fingertips and bobbled it around.
He had to spin completely around to keep control of the ball and keep his eyes on it and not fall down. And
a pretty good wherewithal just to figure out where he is on the field. So third down here, 8 yards to go with under 4 minutes to play in the half. Approaching what I would consider to be 4-down territory, depending on how this play goes for the Pretzels. 2 backs in the backfield now, Pecoraro and Stinson. Cruz is deep in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Pecoraro on the right side. Stood up, taken down after a gain to the 39-yard line. 2-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 6. So a 4th down and 6, I would assume the Pretzels will go for it here, especially with as much struggle as Pittsfield has had offensively. You're saying, hey, even if we turn it over on downs here, we don't think you can drive the ball downfield on our defense right now. And
they did bring a big group of new guys in, so
far they've been right. 4th and 6 from the Saki 39. Trips left, a single receiver to the right-hand side as Cruz will be in the shotgun. Maybe a hard count here to start?
I would say definitely. Nope.
Back to pass. Steps back, 4-step drop, looks downfield. It is caught. All kinds of defenders there, but caught, and the ball taken all the way down to the 10. On the reception here for the Pretzels is Jackson Cody. Penalty flag, though, in the backfield, and it's against the Pretzels. Now, I thought we saw maybe a roughing the quarterback where that flag came out, but the referee has signaled this penalty is against New Berlin, and that will negate the big catch from Stinson. Or excuse me, Cody.
Yeah,
Jackson Cody. Now Nick Merriman comes off the field a little lame for the Sakis. And what was the penalty called, John?
I haven't seen him signal yet, Charlie.
Hold against New Berlin. That'll move it back to the 48-yard line, so a 7-yard penalty, and brings up a 4th down and 14 yards to go, excuse me. 4th and 14, and now I would punt, and they will. 2:48 to play in the half. Should be clock moving here, I think, on the offensive penalty.
I believe so.
They did not wind it, though.
They did not.
Thomas is back about his own 40. Doesn't get this one blocked as it'll take a bounce, and Graham will let it roll, and it will roll dead right at about the 23. That is where Pittsfield will have it on this offensive series. 2:40 to play in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. So still quite a bit of time in this half. Pittsfield does get the ball to start the second half. They kick to start the game and recover the onside kick. So they'll get an extra possession out of it to start the second half. 2:40 to play in this first half. This New Berlin defense has been pretty spectacular here tonight, as the Sakis will have Wyatt in at the quarterback, hand it off to Ocker. Ocker going to get a short gain on the play up to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 2. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Merriman a little banged up when he came out a moment ago, trying to find him on the sideline. He's trying to stay away from the trainer, so he looks to be okay. Trips left, single receiver to the right-hand side is Ferguson. Clock counting, just over 2 minutes to play in the half. Wyatt takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself right up the middle, gets slung around, still trying to keep the legs moving. He'll then get ridden down after the whistle here.
Seems like an awful lot of contact there.
And get a gain of a yard on the play to the 26-yard line and bring up a 3rd down and 7. So 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Pittsfield have to maybe go to the air here with 1:35 to play in the half. Where is Graham? He's lined up in the slot of the left side, the top of your screen. Wyatt is back to pass, looking out to Marable. Oh, hits him in the hands, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. I don't know if he would have had enough for him to get the first down or not, but he was in the opening a bit there. Stops the clock as it is, though, on the incompletion, and with 1 minute and 26 seconds to play in the half, Pittsfield will be looking for a good punt this time, and who's going to punt it? Marable.
Okay.
Back to receive the punt for the Sakis is Charlie Newman. He stands at about his own 45. I've not seen a punt return from either squad yet tonight. Sockies get a good snap. Maribel a foot into this one. An end-over-end kick does not go extremely deep. Going to take a bounce in midfield.
Very
and
high. Roll forever.
Really nice Socky bounce. How about that dry weather to stop that ball right at the 31-yard line, and that's where New Berlin will have it first and 10 with 1:18 to play in this first half. 3 timeouts in their pocket here, though, so still some time to try to move the ball downfield and get another score on the board. I want to remind you about our friend Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, commercial, residential, or agricultural loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404.
Pecoraro has had the big run of 46 yards on his last carry.
Yeah, he and Stinson are both guys that are just one broken tackle away from being able to run for a touchdown, as we've seen Pecoraro do once tonight, and Stinson be very close a couple of times on the edge. Cruz is in the shotgun, 2 wide to either side. Calls for the snap, is back to pass. Cruz stands tall in the pocket, looking to the sideline. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Wyatt Oshwald. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Pretzels have had some success on the ground. I understand here at the end of the half, maybe trying to pick up some big chunks through the air. But with that, a risk of another interception and giving Pittsfield a chance to score before the half and have some momentum going into the break.
Yeah, Cruz is just 2 of 6 on the night, passing so far for 23 yards and an interception.
1:11 to play in the half. Pretzels with trips left. Single receiver to the right. Got to snap it here. Play clock was winding down. Cruz sprinting out to his right. Looking to the right. It is nearly picked off by Ferguson, who really made a nice break on that ball out there. Incompletion as it is, though, and it's 3rd and 10 for New Berlin.
The ball was kind of a hard throw for Cruz, as it was one that he kind of had to turn to get to, and just not a lot of pep on it, and kind of hung in the air for a while.
I thought it was a good ball, though, and they were trying to get him right there next to that sideline.
Yeah. Oh, no, they were definitely trying to get it right on the sideline.
Right at the sticks.
Yep.
Good route. I think that was a good play by Caden Ferguson. Trips left again. Single man to the right-hand side, I believe, is Charlie Newman, it looks like. Nope, Newman's at the bottom of your screen. They're looking for him deep downfield. Peters now behind the defense. He can't bring it in. Ooh. He had 6 in mind that time. And that ball just hit off the wrist and then tumbled out of his paws, and it'll be a 4th and 10. And New Berlin would like to have another chance at that, as they had beaten the Socky defense deep.
Just a couple inches too deep, maybe, and it would have been in his palms for the touchdown.
Man, a pretty good ball here, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual replay from Cruz. Kept it in the air right to where only his receiver could get it, and that ball is one that Wyatt Peters would like to have back. He's made some big plays, though, on the linebacker side tonight. And I bet we call his number again on the offensive side at some point. As now we'll get a whistle, and we get our first timeout of the evening, as the Pretzels want to call the timeout here to talk about this one. Timeout brought to you by Adams Fiber, the official timeout sponsor of Central Illinois Sports. Hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team. Cash Thomas is back to punt this one away for the Pretzels following the timeout. He'll get a low snap, and now going to try to tuck it and try to run. A lineman's dream right here. Cash Thomas with a nice stiff arm. He is going to be taken out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Picks up 7 on the play, but needed 10. And it'll be a turnover on downs on the Pretzels side. With 51.2 seconds to play in the first, Pittsfield will take over here. from the 38-yard line, they'll officially mark it, of New Berlin. If you are the Sockies, you have 3 timeouts. And I'm not trying to say you need to score badly here, but
you would really like one.
It would not hurt you, for sure. Pretzels trying to stay stingy on the defensive side. We see Riker Wyatt lined up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side as the ready for play whistle is blown. Sockies from the Pretzel 48. They'll put Graham in motion. They'll hand it off to Graham on the end-around play, looking for some running room.
Blocking the back on the far side.
Penalty flag, and this one going to be negated because of that block in the back.
Yeah, Marable got a guy in the back. Guy turned right at the last moment, and he still blocked him.
Dominic Cooper, the nice flop at the end of that play.
He was trying to get an offsetting penalty, okay?
I believe he may be trying to take the stage on the spring musical Mamma Mia this year. Penalty flag as this one will be walked off from the 36-yard line back to the 46 and be a 1st and 18. Jet sweep Blues on Friday night. 44.2 seconds to play in the half. 14-6 the advantage for the Pretzels. Sockies trying to get a late score in this first half.
The jet sweep is one of Charlie's favorite plays.
It's just, I'm an old, dumb football player. I think you should run the ball forward. Sideways, it seems like a lot of bad things happen. Wyatt is in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, try to get the corner on the right-hand side. Gets a block from Marable and rolls forward to about the 40-yard line. A pickup on the play of 6 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 12. Sockies are quick to the line of scrimmage here. Still have 3 timeouts with 25 seconds to play in the half. They get set. Back to pass now is Wyatt. Looking across the middle of the field, looking for Marable, and it's picked off. Picked off here by Connor Stinson on the run back now for the Pretzels. He's looking for running room along the right-hand side, and he's got it. Trying to get down the sideline. Penalty flag flies. Stinson is going to take this one all the way back, but it's not going to matter.
Another block back there, too.
Not going to matter because this one's coming back all the way at the 50.
Yeah. There were blocking the backs along the way there, even.
And also a man down and injured for the Pretzels right at midfield. So a lot to unpack here. First of all, let's see what this flag is about and the way that the referees are walking back. It appears to be against New Berlin with 2.6 seconds to play in the half.
No, that's what he signaled. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, a block in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Right at the 50, which would move the ball to the 40-yard line.
The referee signaled it right away, so I'm assuming it was his flag also. He didn't have to talk to anyone.
Pretty good throw on that flag. He has a nice arm, it appears. So that'll move the ball back to the 40 of New Berlin, and they'll just kneel this one out, I bet. Who is the man injured for the Pretzels? Getting up with some help is Chase Dougherty. He's got his helmet off, and he is going to try to walk this one off. Now they'll get him a little assistance. So an interception by Stinson on the ball that was thrown into some traffic by the youngster Wyatt. As you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual replay, looking for Marable, and there just wasn't much there. And I'm not sure Marable even knew the ball was in the air yet, as it didn't look like he had turned around.
So New Berlin's going to get the ball on the 39, 40?
Should be around the 40. And I would assume they'll just run a single play on the ground or maybe just kneel it out. Let's wait and see what the verdict will be. I mean, I understand taking a knee at the end of the half, but if I've got Michael Pecoraro, I might just run with him one time.
See what happens.
Maybe you break away and run for a touchdown.
Yeah.
We will have the Little Jess Motors halftime show in just moments with halftime stats. We'll also take a look at some scores from around the area. As the Pretzels will come out with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right-hand side. Cruz is going to go up under center, which would signal to me that he's going to take a knee here.
He hasn't been there at all tonight, I don't believe, so.
And he does take a knee, and that's the end of the first half. And welcome to the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the New Berlin Pretzels lead the Pittsfield Sockies at the break, 14-6.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
We asked you what your favorite thing is about fall, and here's what you said. So no matter what you're looking forward to, there's something for you that's on sale at your local Farm Home Supply right now. Take your pick from our beautiful 8-inch flowering mums for only $5.99. Your fall fashion is on sale, including $10 off Wrangler Bespoke Denim. Pick up a big bag of this winterizer lawn food for under $30. Get a 2-pack of these Cell trail cameras for under $80. Find all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We welcome you back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 14-6 lead for the New Berlin Pretzels on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by Pike County Concrete. If you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. 217-285-5548 for Pike County Concrete. Taking a look at scoring drives from the first half. The Pretzels got out of the board first on a 4-yard run by Michael Pecoraro at the 6:34 mark of the first period. The kick by Robinson was good to make it 7-0 New Berlin. The Sockies got a score on a special teams play on a block punt. Ferguson with the punt block, Moore with the scoop and score at the 10-19 mark of the second quarter. Maribel's kick was short, and the Pretzels clung to a 7-6 lead. New Berlin would score The final touchdown of the half at the 8:23 mark of the second quarter. Pecoraro broke free for a 46-yard run. Robinson's kick was good, and that's how we reached this 14-6 contest here at the break. John will have a look at team and individual statistics on the Little Jess Motors halftime show following this timeout on Central Illinois Sports.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. They are committed to making the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied and can find a new or pre-owned vehicle for you today. Stop by and see them or learn more at littlejessmotor.com. That's Little Jess right across from Quincy High School. On the Little Jess Motors halftime show, team and individual stats with John.
First for the Pittsfield Sockies, they finished the first half with just one first down. That first down was in the first set of plays for them right at the beginning of the game. They were led in rushing by Riker Wyatt, 14 yards on 4 carries, 12 yards on 5 carries for Nick Merriman, 6 yards on 5 carries for Jake Otker, and then -1 yard for Taylor Graham, -2 yards on 2 carries for Caden Ferguson, 5 yards on, how about we combine those? I put Taylor Graham on there twice, Charlie, so he's actually got 4 yards on 3 carries, and then -2 yards for Bodie Marable on a single carry on the night for 32 rushing yards. The Pittsfield quarterbacks were a combined 1 of 6 with an interception for 3 yards. That pass was completed by Caden Ferguson. He was 1 of 2, and that one pass completed to Bodie Marable for 3 yards. So Pittsfield with 32 rushing yards, 3 passing yards, 35 total yards of offense. Sockies have been penalized for 30 yards and penalties on 3 called penalties on the night for the game. For New Berlin, they finished first half with 8 first downs. Led in rushing by Michael Pecoraro with 78 yards on 8 carries, 25 yards on 4 carries for Connor Stinson, and 7 yards on 6 carries for quarterback Brady Cruz, for a total of 110 rushing yards on 18 carries. Cruz is 2 of 8 passing for 25% with an interception for 23 yards. Passes completed for 19 yards to Wyatt Peters and 4 yards to Chase Dougherty, each with a single catch on the night. So 110 rushing yards and 23 passing yards, 133 total yards of offense for New Berlin in the first half of play. New Berlin has been penalized 45 yards on 5 called penalties.
So a low-scoring contest, and neither team 100% thrilled with how they played, but both have to like how their defenses have been playing in this first half. A 14-6 contest, a little more old school, and on the Sockies side, just have not moved the ball very well, and did so last week against Williamsville, even when they had to go to the youngster Wyatt. So give New Berlin some credit on the defensive side for doing some things to really put Pittsfield in some uncomfortable situations. It is the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll step aside, take a look at scores from around the area next on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com. Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, a 14-6 Pretzel lead at the break. And John, kind of interesting, both teams in Pittsfield early with the run game had some success, went a little more to the air, went a little more spread, and really haven't moved the ball much since. I thought New Berlin was running the ball really well, and they tried to go to the air some. And I'm not a coach. I'm not second-guessing anybody. All I'm saying is my observation is both teams appeared to have some success running the football at times, especially the Pretzels, and dominated the time of possession there in the first and the first part of the second quarter.
Pecoraro has not touched the ball since he had his 46-yard touchdown run, Charlie, and I'm not sure I understand that.
And definitely kind of a head-scratcher as he was already having a really nice night.
78 yards on 8 carries.
Yep. Might see some of that adjustment made here in the second half. On the Pittsfield side, pretty anemic on the offensive end, and really I think some of it is just guys need to kind of settle in and not try to do too much. See what's in front of you, see what the defense might give you, and understand that you only have to pick up 10 yards total, maybe not 20 or 30 at a time, even though sometimes there is that pull to try to throw the ball down the field a little more.
Just because the whole field's in front of you doesn't mean you have to pick it all up in one play. Yeah, just pick it up in little chunks, and it'll be okay.
We can tell you Brown County has a lead over Beardstown 28-0 at the half. Carrollton leads Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry 31-0 near the break. Mid-second, it was West Central 8, Calhoun 8. Halftime, Camp Point Central over Unity Payson 36-0. Byron having their way up north with Winnebago 48-0 as the Byron squad loaded once again. Leroy is up 21-3 over Central A&M. Okaw Valley at the halftime break in the middle of the state. El Paso leads Mercer County 22-8 at halftime. Also tell you, Lena Winslow having their way with Fulton at the halftime break. 41-0 is the Lena Winslow advantage. Dakota leading Lutheran in NUIC play, 36-14 near the halftime. Dupec is beating Eastland Pearl City. That game already starting the third period as they're moving right along. Bree Central leads Wood River 49-0 at the halftime break. The Raiders of Quincy Notre Dame have a 16-14 lead over Springfield High with 2 minutes to play in the first half of their contest. Breeze Mater Day leads Macomb 21-7. Quite the trip on a bus today for Macomb to go to Breeze Mater Day, who again leads the Bombers at the break 21-7. Dakota defeating Lutheran 30-14 in the first half of their contest. Illini West and West Hancock locked in a good battle, 14-12. Route and Beardstown are 0-0. I think I said Beardstown was playing Brown County earlier.
You did.
Yeah, that's not correct. That's a Triopia playing Brown County, and Route and Beardstown are 0-0 at the half in a defensive battle there at Beardstown. Let's see. Jacksonville High School leads Southeast 35-0 at the break. Pana 47, Greenville 0 at halftime. Monroe Forsyth leading Riverton near the end of the first half by a 29-0 count. Here it is, a 14-6 advantage for the New Berlin Pretzels on top of the Pittsfield Sockies on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll step aside here for some of the sponsors helping to bring this contest through tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Back with more from Pittsfield after this.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Just about ready to start the second half of play. Both teams have returned to their sidelines. New Berlin will be kicking off to start this second half. Military Appreciation Night here at Glen C. Smith Field. I want to thank Geared Up here in town. They turned around some military appreciation shirts in a hurry this week for tonight's event. Great design from Tressa and the crew at Geared Up. They also have a great pink night design for a couple of weeks to celebrate breast cancer awareness. And check out the local folks at Geared Up. Really doing a good job cranking out a lot of quality products, giving a lot of money back to organizations within the community. You'll find them in the old Castiles building just off the square in Pittsfield. I was in there today to pick up some shirts, John. They have a really nice display area, apparel, and more from each of the schools around the local area, and they can custom make items for you. Of course, they specialize in screen printing and embroidery, can embroider shirts and caps, make a lot of other cool products as well. With Christmas, hey, believe it or not, folks, we're, what are we, 3 months away? Less than 3 months. 9:26 today, John. Hope you have started your shopping.
I'm just going to throw out there, if you are wanting to buy things from Geared Up for Christmas, sooner is better if it's going to be custom for them. As
yeah, start now.
We know from printing that in the past, the 24th is not the day to get a 7-color custom design question.
It is not. Sakis are out of the field ready to receive the punt. New Berlin still waiting to break their huddle from the sideline. Have kicked the ball on the ground both times that they have kicked off so far. See if they stick with that method here. Last time was more of an onside attempt than the time before. Sakis have 4 men up front and then 4 about 10 yards behind them. Ferguson is the deep man, although he has walked up now about to the 15-yard line. Nolan Robinson will kick off here for New Berlin.
Robinson still seems like a guy that could kick the ball into the end zone, and
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, that gives you the ball to the other team at the 20. So, I mean, I guess this way gives you a chance to get the ball back, but it's not happened either time. So, and you've given better field position each time.
Robinson steps off his kicking radius here and is just about ready to go. Gets the ready for play whistle from the official and tries an onside. Caught by Colin Throne right at the chin of the Saki. That kid's got some pretty good hands. He's caught it quite a few times. And it'll give Pittsfield good field position. 1st and 10 at their own 48 with 11:59 to play in this third period. So let's see what Dolan Barnes and company have done to adjust here on the offensive side to start the second half. They'll come out with Caden Ferguson in a naked backfield. 2 receivers to the right and Otker and Hull. 3 receivers to the left. It's Marable, Graham, and Dom Cooper, I believe, out there to the far side. Ferguson looks to the sideline for the play call. He says, Jake, come this way. And he did. Fakes the handoff to Otker, going to keep it himself on the right side. Spin move and gets tackled forward to the 50-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Caden has taken a few big hits tonight. That was another one. But you won't find kids that are tougher than Caden Ferguson. Pound for pound, probably the best athlete on the team for the Sockies. This time they'll hand the ball off to Otker. Big hole up the middle, tripped up, taken down, but not before he gets a nice gain on the play. To the 44-yard line of New Berlin, 6-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Sockies have struggled in this situation, though, here tonight on these 3rd and what would be considered manageable situations. The chain started moving, and
so they got to get reset here.
They'll have to get set back where they were. The referee on the far side trying to help out here. He said he wanted to wrestle Rob Cook for a moment.
And then he said, never mind.
Rob said, all right, buddy, anytime. Hey, we'll have a break in the action. I want to say happy birthday wishes to Saukee assistant coach and dean of students at PCS, Taylor Kaufman, turning the big 3-0 today. John, do you remember turning 30? I didn't think so.
It's about 9 years ago.
Here's a handoff to Otker, left side. Has the first down for the Sockies. Is trying to carry the pile with him. Gets a push from his lineman, Zane Perry, to the 40-yard line. 4-yard pickup and a Pittsfield first down. Their 2nd of the night.
Otker with 16 yards on 7 carries now.
Again, it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to keep moving forward. Sockies with a fresh set of downs at the Pretzel 40-yard line. Dolan Barnes battling some illness, so he's got Anderson and Anderson yelling the plays in from the sideline here. They'll hand off to Marable in the backfield, and he's going to get taken down. There's Cash Thomas, right on the money again for New Berlin, and wrestles Marable down for a big loss. Back to the 47, a 70-yard loss will bring up a 2nd down and 17. He wrecked right through the left side of the line that time, did Cash Thomas, for the big tackle for a loss for New Berlin. And if you're Pittsfield, as much as you've struggled to move the ball, losing 7 yards is a big deal.
Does make it more difficult, for sure.
Ferguson in the shotgun. He will fake the handoff, keep it himself on the right side. Not much running room there. Does try to fall forward as he's tackled. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 17. So 3rd down, 17 yards to go for Pittsfield. 2 receivers to the right. Cooper is the lone man, split out wide to the left-hand side. Under 10 minutes to play in the 3rd. Sockies started with good field position of their own 48, but have only gotten out to the New Berlin 47 after the big loss on 1st down. Ferguson is back to pass. Has some pressure. Steps into this throw. It is picked off. Thrown right through to the defender here, and the man running it back is Evan Spencer. He'll get knocked out of bounds at around the 46-yard line of Pittsfield by Cade Perry, but the 2nd interception of the night for the Pretzel defense, and with 9:32 to play in the 3rd, it'll be 1st and 10 New Berlin from the Saukee 46. Looked like the receiver and the quarterback weren't on the same page that time, which, let's be honest, have not seen a lot of snaps probably in practice if you're Caden Ferguson, and not that I'm not blaming that on him, by the way. They just weren't on the same page, and that ball was right into the breadbasket of the defender.
Yeah, the nearest receiver for Pittsfield had kind of broken out toward the sideline more, and ball was more thrown toward the middle of the field.
He also understandably had a lot of pressure from Blake Hermes that time, right in his face. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, a single man to the left is Newman. The quarterback Cruz is in the shotgun, hands it off to Pecoraro. Pecoraro stood up, taking down Zane Perry on the initial hit for the Sockies. Jaden Moore also in there for Pittsfield, along with, let's see, Cade Perry, it looks like. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Pecoraro, the 2nd time he's been held for no gain. He's got 78 yards on 9 carries now.
He did move the box forward, I guess, by about a half a yard here.
We'll give him 1. A short one.
2 receivers to the right, a single man to the bottom of your screen here. Cruz calls the line set. Claps his hands for the snap. Hands it off to the deep back. There's Cade Perry wrapping him up in the backfield, taking the man down in Connor Stinson. That's back to the original line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard that John gave him a moment ago, but we'll still call it 3rd and 10. Cade Perry from a defensive lineman position there. He and his older brother Zane playing the interior line here for the Sockies. You'll hear that Perry name for a long time in Pittsfield football.
One of their youngest brothers asked me today as I was coming up, "Are you a coach?" I said, "No, I'm a broadcaster." He said, "What's that?"
Smart Alex with a microphone. Cruz. Saki's show blitz. Cruz is back to pass. Sprints out to his right. Pressure in his face across the middle of the field. It's diving and picking it off. That's Taylor Graham on the interception for the Sakis. So New Berlin took it away on an interception. The Sakis take it back on an interception. And this Pittsfield defensive unit much improved here tonight. They take over with 8 minutes to play in the third from their own 38-yard line. You have to give defensive coordinator Curtis Bogotsky and company some credit for the improvement we've seen out of this defense tonight.
Gotten some pressure on the quarterback and maybe made him make some throws that he didn't want to make.
Ferguson is in the shotgun. He will hand the ball off to Otker. Running up the middle, has a good push up there. He'll take it across the 40, down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Otker with 20 yards on 8 carries now.
A young Saki offensive line. 4 sophomores and the senior in Zane Perry. Got a good push that time and created a nice running lane for Jake Otker, who's run the ball well tonight. We've not seen Merriman on the offensive side since he came out a little bit hobbled earlier. Ferguson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off again to Otker. This time he's met with resistance almost immediately. Nice play that time by James Johnson. Takes him down at the 40-yard line. A loss of 2 and brings up a 3rd down and 8.
Lost 2 of those 4 that he just gained.
Johnson was right in there in a hurry, and this defensive front for New Berlin has been nasty tonight. 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Sakis with 7 minutes to play in the third. Ferguson just looked like he drew the man
He was definitely
offside.
across.
But they'll say he got back before he made it into the neutral zone. Ferguson in the shotgun, going to keep it on the run. Right-hand side, just bottled up there after a short gain to the 41, a 1-yard pickup. And they'll bring up a 4th down and 7, and the punting situation here for the Sakis. So the offensive woes continue for Pittsfield with 6:30 and counting in this third quarter. Bodie Marable will be ready to punt this one away, standing at about his own 28, as Newman is back to receive the punt at his own 28. Low snap. Marable was down on a knee and picked it up. It should have been down back there.
He should have been. You're correct, but they didn't call it.
Newman will let it bounce. It'll take a fortuitous bounce for the Sakis. They might want to get down and touch it as it's going to roll inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. And that's where New Berlin will have it 1st and 10 at their own 7 with 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. 1st and 10. I want to take a look at that on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. It looked like in live time that Marable had to go down on a knee to get this. Did he? Let's see. It's definitely a low snap.
Maybe he wasn't touching. He was very close if he wasn't.
Surely looked like. Maybe they say he wasn't controlling it when that knee hit the ground. I don't know. Pittsfield, though, it appears, has caught a break. 1st and 10 from their own 7 for New Berlin. Worst field possession of the night for the Pretzels so far. Let's see if they can make something out of it. I would be looking for a heavy dose of Michael Pecoraro here. They'll put a man in motion from the right side. There's Pecoraro on the run. He's got a big gain on the play. Going to move the sticks, in fact. This will take it all the way out to the 19-yard line. 12-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. Always like when you have a senior running back you can lean on to get you out of the shadow of your own goalpost. 1st and 10. In fact, they're going to take that out to the 20-yard line, so a gain of 13.
92 yards on 10 carries now.
Approaching the century mark for Michael Pecoraro. Two receivers to the right, one to the left-hand side. This time is Max Baumberger. That's a name. Cruz has a blocker out in front, looking for some running room. He'll get the outside corner at the 30-yard line, 40. Off to the races at the 50. He'll duck out of bounds deep into Saki territory. Looks to be right around the 41-yard line or so. Call it the 42 is where they'll mark him out. So a 38-yard run on the play and a 1st and 10 to the Pittsfield 42-yard line. Had the extra blocker. Caden Ferguson did a nice job to try to turn it back inside. but there was just nobody else out there to help with contain.
He tried to fight through the block, and he kept getting on the opposite side, and he just couldn't quite find a way to get away.
Clock stopped as the man went out of bounds at the 5:15 mark of this third quarter. The Pretzels were a man short here as they'll run Jackson Cody onto the field as a wide receiver. Charlie Newman tells him to play quickly here. Still time on the play clock. They'll hand it off to Stinson. No, they're going to pass it out to Newman in the open field. Stiff arms Graham, and then Graham wrestles him down from behind, short of the sticks. A gain of 8 on the play to the 33 of the Sockies for a second and short for the Pretzels.
Newman with his first catch of the night for those 8 yards.
We don't have heights and weights for New Berlin, but Newman looks to be a pretty tall young man.
It's never good when you're the guy that's going to get the ball past you and you're not on the field, though.
That wasn't him. He explained the play,
I'm sorry.
the play
okay.
to his teammate.
Okay, that's good.
He said, hey, I'm going to catch it.
Yeah.
Make sure you block.
Uh-huh.
Cruz is going to
Good
keep
call.
it himself, avoids the rush of the backfield, breaks another tackle. Ooh, now gets folded backwards. He gets up and is okay. That was
Taylor Graham with the hit there.
well, and his leg kind of folded under him. Gets down to the 25-yard line to pick up on the play of 8 yards and a 1st and 10 for Brady Cruz and the Pretzels.
Cruz with 53 yards on 8 carries now.
Pretzels are moving down the field here with just over 4 minutes to play in the third, trying to make this a 2-score game again. Trips right, single man to the left-hand side. Cruz is back to pass. Not a lot of pressure, looks to the end zone, a jump ball, and it is a fight, and it's kicked off by Dom Cooper again. In the end zone, that'll be a touchback, and the Sockies will have it at their own 20-yard line. Or are they going to say it's incomplete? Still no signal on the play from the official, the back judge, and they're going to now say it is incomplete.
Oh. Wow.
So incomplete is the call. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10, and the Pretzels dodge a bullet here. Let's see it on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Ball downfield, it was a fight for it. Behind us, maybe a little bobble at the end, I don't know. He was definitely at his back to us. We couldn't tell from here. We don't have 27 angles like they do in the NFL. We do have one angle, though, that needs to move to the right now so we can see the game. There they are. 2nd and 10.
Thank you, camera lady.
Clock stopped at the incompletion. Magic camera lady, do I have one number right? Now they try to draw the
He said I didn't cross. I was just close.
Pecoraro on the run. Good gain on second down, I should say, to the 21-yard line. 4-yard pickup. It's a 3rd down and 6. So a 3rd and 6. Sockies thought they had gotten a takeaway, but an incompletion. It's just strange that it took as long as it did to make the call. The back judge was there, and he kind of looked like he asked for help. Well, there was nobody else really around to help, so whatever you saw was going to stand, but evidently what he saw was an incompletion.
So you should have called it that way from the beginning then.
Well,
I mean, it seems that way.
Cruz in the shotgun on a 3rd and 6. They'll hand it off to Pecoraro. No, Cruz is going to pull it and try to keep it himself, and Jaden Moore is right there to wrap him up and take him down for a 1-yard loss. Back to the 22-yard line is the quarterback Cruz when he gets tackled, and it will bring up a 4th down and 7. And do you consider a field goal here if you are New Berlin with the leg of Nolan Robinson?
It would still make it a 2-score game, so, I mean, I would.
Make it about a 36-yard field goal from this spot.
I don't know what his distance is, but he appears to have plenty of leg when he kicks the extra points.
So on the extra point, it looks like he kicks it about a mile.
It goes over the ditch over there on the other side, so.
4th down here, play clock ticking down. Cruz calls the line set, 2-1, does get the snap up, now fumbles it, is back to pass, scramble drill, throws it up for grabs, has it, and they've got the 1st down. Man breaks the tackle, and he's going to possibly go for a score, still on his feet, dragging the pile, and he dives in the end zone, and what a play! What a play for the Pretzels.
Just like they drew it up.
A bad snap, a scramble play, and then a drag the student body to the right here for Charlie Newman on the catch and run from 22 yards out, and the Pretzels with the touchdown to lead 20-6. It looked like things were going bad in a hurry for New Berlin on that play, and all of a sudden, they turned nothing into something. Play clock was winding down. The snap was bad. Cruz picked it up, threw it to Newman, who was right at the sticks. I think he would have had the first down, but then he ran through some tacklers and dove for the goal line and was in. Robinson on for the extra point attempt. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is up. A line drive kick. Looks to be wide left as the snap maybe not quite as smooth, or excuse me, the hold not quite as smooth as it had been in the past. Makes it 20-6. 2:15 to play in the third. This time a little how do you do to Charlie Newman. Breaks a tackle, and watch this effort at the end. That's what I like to see, and you should like it too if you're a New Berlin fan, as the Pretzels lead 20-6.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch 4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
2:13 to play in the third, 20-6 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. As the Pretzels pick up a 22-yard touchdown on 4th down and long. Bad snap didn't affect Brady Cruz as he picked it up and found his man in Charlie Newman, who did the rest. And the Pretzels will tee it up, ready to kick it off again. Now with a 2-score lead, Pittsfield's only touchdown of the night has come on the special team side of things. And befuddling, really, if you're the Sakis, because they have moved the ball in every game this season. We've not seen this offense struggle like it has tonight. But it has certainly struggled. As Robinson will walk off his paces.
See where he kicks it this time.
He will kick it on the ground. Sakis will have Otker take it and try to pick it up and run it back here. And he'll get the ball out near midfield to the 49. Their own 49 with 2:08 to play in the third. Hey, our friends at Waters Concrete here to help you with your next concrete project. New builds, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Speaking of sidewalks, I want to give a special shout out to Eric DeWitt for edging the entirety of Washington Street on the sidewalk side.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet that took a while.
I think the city should send him a stipend, Gary. What do you say? Here's a handoff to Marable in the backfield, and he has stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half yard, maybe no gain. We'll call it no gain, and it's 2nd and 10. First time we've seen Marable in the backfield tonight.
He has run the ball 3 times now for -9 yards.
From a receiver position for the most part.
Correct.
Though. We've not seen Nick Merriman here in a while. Do you see him on the sideline, John?
I'm looking.
He came out hobbled earlier. They'll hand it off to Marable this time. He'll get the ball across the 50 to the New Berlin 48. 3-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd and 7 again. Pretzels have kept the Saki offense pretty bottled up here tonight. 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
He is on the sideline, Charlie. He's,
You just haven't seen him play in a while.
He has not.
Side. They'll get the ball out into space to Bodie Marable. He's got some running room out in front. He'll duck his head and gain enough yardage for the first down at about the Pretzel 30-yard line. I'll say he goes out of bounds there. So an 18-yard pickup and a 1st and 10 for the Sakis. So there they were able to get Marable the ball in space. And with 1:04 to play in the third, Sakis a fresh set of downs at the Pretzel 30. That is the biggest play of the night for Pittsfield, 18 yards. They've had some explosive 70, 80-yard gains this season. That was with Jonas Anderson, of course, playing quarterback. He's out with a concussion. They'll give the ball up the middle to Odker here. He ducks his shoulders and takes the ball to around the 27. A 3-yard pickup on the play by the senior. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Sockies. Want to remind you about the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving the area since 1991. Some people still refer to them as the Western Express, John, but they've been the Pike County Express much longer than they ever were the Western Express. You can find them each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Here's a ball tipped now and picked off. On the tip drill. Here goes Charlie Newman into the opening. He's going to go for a touchdown. Maybe. A couple of blocks back here. Were they legal? No, they were not. We definitely have a crackback block that happened right here at the 50-yard line that's going to bring this play back, and Zane Perry there, and he's signaling for the trainer to come out as somebody took a heck of a block, and they're going to get the trainers out to look at them here. Taylor Graham also appears to be, Dominic Cooper appears to be holding a little bit of arm here as he got blocked in the back. Blindside block, and this is going to negate the big run back by Charlie Newman. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then Newman was able to intercept it. Let's see what we can see as Ryan Harris was up on his own power. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Let's watch it here. Tip drill, man got it. Watch the block behind here. Ooh, yeah. Actually, looked worse in live time than it was. That block right there, I'm gonna show it to you one more time. You have to have your head in front. Watch Harris. He's the man chasing the ball carrier right now, and that is a legal play.
It's very close to a legal play if it isn't, but yeah, it did look bad from the
in live time.
From the live time.
And with the referees together to talk about this, they want to make sure what was called here. I don't think that was a crackback block. I honestly think this should be a touchdown for New Berlin. The referee goes and picks up the flag, and now
they're going to move it up here.
This penalty is going to stand.
Yeah.
At about the 49, and the referee will tell us it is a personal foul. Two-hand shove.
I was going to say, I don't know what that play means, but
I don't know that I've seen that one before. Either way, New Berlin's going to have the ball because it happened after the interception had been completed.
We're going to get the ball. He says, I don't know what to call. So
after the interception, personal foul.
Shove?
Well, the penalty wasn't declined. He made the sign of it was declined.
Yeah, it was definitely. It was not declined, or it would have been a touchdown.
All right, as it is, a turnover on the Sockies. Their third interception of the night. This one with 24.1 seconds to play in the third.
New Berlin's going to have the ball on the 36, it looks like.
That referee has a cannon, by the way. Wow, what a throw. From their own 36 was where the Pretzels will start here after a takeaway. 20-6, New Berlin on top of the Ridgeline Scales Group scoreboard in the waning moments of this third period. Two receivers to the right for Brady Cruz and company. Back to pass is Cruz. Flushed out, finds Newman. Newman makes a man miss. Right at the 50-yard line is where he'll be taken down. In fact, stretches into Socky territory with that extra length near the 49 of Pittsfield. Pick up on the play of 15 yards, and that'll be enough for a 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. That could be our final play of this third quarter if New Berlin chooses it to be, as they need to wind the clock here.
And says, wind the clock, wind the clock, wind the clock.
He's like, man, I'm going to have a sore rotator cuff if that thing didn't get moving there.
I don't think New Berlin's going to break huddle. Well, maybe they will.
The Pretzels will hustle to the line, but will not get this one snapped before the quarter siren sounds. And after 3, it's New Berlin 20, Pittsfield 6. Fourth quarter play-by-play. We're away next on Central Illinois Sports.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Ready to start quarter number 4, 20-6, the New Berlin lead. Pretzels start the fourth quarter from the Pittsfield 49 on a 1st and 10. Trips left, a single receiver to the right-hand side. Cruz in the shotgun. Cruz with the orange shoes. Are they really orange or is it just tape? He now trying to avoid the rush in the backfield, and he will not avoid the rush this time with Cade and Zane Perry. The brothers Perry with the tackle for a loss back to the 48-yard line, a loss of 3 on the play. Also in on that stop was Colin Throne. He's not related to the Perrys, but what's one more? 2nd and 13.
Do you think the Perrys would even notice if Colin Throne was just there for dinner every night?
We're just going to need an extra Casey's Pizza tonight. 2nd and 13 now as we're just underway in this final period. Trips left, single man to the right-hand side for New Berlin. Cruz puts a man in motion and Stinson. Going to swing it out to him on the halfback, to the halfback position. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more, in fact. 4-yard gain on the play to the Pittsfield 47-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. It's not a loss of down, or as they say in Pleasant Plains, a loss of 2 downs. It wasn't really Pleasant Plains. It was just the officials that happened to be there that night. They were confused. There's a shortage. You can tell. 2 receivers to the left-hand side.
Some days more than others.
Yep. But bless these guys for being out here tonight. God bless them. Cruz snaps into his hands. Little pitch on the inside to Peters. Peters looking for running room and fights for yardage, but is going to be shy of the 6 to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 4th down and about 5 yards to go. So if you're New Berlin, I think they'll go for it here.
I think they will too, up a couple of scores.
But with Pittsfield's inability to move the ball tonight, I'm punting the ball, pinning them deep, playing the field position game, saying go ahead, try to drive the ball 80, 90 yards. When Pittsfield's total offense tonight is not 90 yards.
No.
10 minutes and counting. They'll go for it here on a 4th and 5. Put a man in motion from the left to the right in Baumberger. Cruz is going to keep it himself. Has blockers out in front. Now gets to the outside. Has the 1st down and more. Ducks out of bounds just outside the 25 but around the 27-yard line. Needed 5 and gained 16. 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. Said, what do you know? We're going to go for it and get it.
Cruz with 65 yards on 11 carries now.
Cruz to the, looks to the sideline here for the play call. They'll break the huddle with trips left.
I think you and I would certainly be conservative offensive coordinators, Charlie.
Pecoraro on the run. He's a tough hombre here as Pecoraro down to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. He just fights and fights and fights for every yard. 2nd and 5.
He's got 101 yards on 12 carries now. I would do more of that. That would make the clock keep moving, too.
Well, you wouldn't, but...
Well, I would not. If I were the offensive coordinator, that's what I would call.
Yep, keeps the clock moving. The chains moving as well, and now looks like maybe an extra man.
Yeah, they broke a huddle with 12, so...
Huddle here.
Not
No
a
flag
play
here, though. Cruz is back to pass. Now he's got some pressure, going to try to roll it to his left. He can just tuck this one and run. He'll throw it deep to the end zone. It's out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete, and a penalty flag. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a hold. It's behind the line of scrimmage, so this would be moved back to the 34. And repeat the down and be about a 2nd and 16. Of course, that rule change came last year. If it's a hold behind the line of scrimmage, the penalty is assessed from the line of scrimmage. If it's in front of the line of scrimmage, it's a spot foul.
It keeps them from being extremely huge penalties.
I got an idea. Don't hold.
Yeah, well, there is that too.
I don't like it, but they didn't ask me, which I find hard to believe.
You didn't go to the meeting, huh?
Should have had my number. I try to stay away from meetings, John, when I can.
Oh, okay. I thought you got elected to one of those.
That's why I try to stay away from them.
Okay.
2 receivers to the left. They'll hand the ball off to Stinson in the backfield, has to retreat, gets the yardage back up near the original line of scrimmage, maybe even a little more on the play. Going to gain 8 yards to the 26-yard line.
Stinson with 32 yards on 6 carries now.
3rd and 8. He had to kind of run backwards a little bit. A little banana curl to get it back there, but found the corner. And a good run on the play. McCartney Storage, you'll find McCartney Storage on the north end of Pittsfield, right next to Pine Lakes. Great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more this winter. Call Michael McCartney, 217-248-0011. Cruz fakes the handoff, going to run the option, fakes the pitch, now pitches it, ball's on the ground, it's a fight for it, and it looks like Pittsfield has recovered, and the referee tells us that's true as Jaden Moore comes out of the pile with the ball for the Sockies. So another big takeaway for the Sockeye defense, who really has played pretty well tonight considering how many minutes they've been on the field. And a takeaway here will be right at the 24-yard line, and that's where Pittsfield will have it 1st and 10.
Cruz was a little indecisive that time about what he wanted to do. He decided to pitch basically as he was being hit and did not get much on it. Like basically almost nothing on it.
Yep, coming tough in between. We see Taylor Graham lined up at quarterback now for the Sockies in the shotgun. Trips left. Graham will keep it himself, looking for running room on the left side. Going to be shoved out of bounds here. Up about the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. There's a penalty flag that flies now late. And what's this about? We're going to have a dead ball.
Looks like it's going to be a personal foul.
Some sort of an unsportsmanlike, and sportsmanlike conduct against the Pretzels. So that'll add 15 on and move the ball out to the 45 and be a 1st down for Pittsfield. Their 2nd biggest play of the night.
70 yards in penalties on 7 called penalties against New Berlin. I was assuming it was against the man because his lineman teammates said, you need to go over there now. Coach wants to talk to you.
Yeah, it's an emotional game. Sometimes your emotions get the best of you. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left-hand side as Graham will be in the shotgun, but not before we get a referee's timeout here. And the white hat was still in a conversation with the head coach of New Berlin. So he wasn't ready to roll yet. Sportsmanlike conduct against New Berlin was the call, and a 1st down. Yep, we saw that the first time. Also, maybe signaling there are Angels in the outfield. Or Angels in the end zone, as it might be in this case.
Did they make a follow-up movie, Angels in the End Zone? I don't remember.
Angels all around us. Isn't that one where you donate money to the dogs? 2 receivers to the right.
I think that's in the eyes of the Angels.
Oh, boy. Here's a snap that goes through the hands of Graham. He is in some trouble back there. Going to try to turn and run forward, and this is going to be a big loss. Ooh. Back to the 23-yard line, it looks like here. Call it the 24. That's a loss of 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 31.
Those are the plays where you go, sir, I believe there was a hold.
We tried to hold.
Yeah.
We really...
we were actually holding all of those guys, and...
I think they would decline it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Given the result of the play.
Yeah.
2nd and 31 yards to go. Graham in the shotgun. He is going to take it and try to run to the left-hand side. Stood up and ridden down here after a short gain to the 25. A 1-yard pickup. 3rd and 30. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for this one at the high school level.
Especially with your first two quarterbacks calling the plays from the sideline.
You could quick kick.
You could.
Caden Ferguson will be in at quarterback. Trips right. Graham is the lone receiver on the left-hand side. They'll send 2 guys to cover him. Ferguson with Otker to his left on a 3rd and 30. Snap back. 2 pass. Looking for Graham downfield. 2 guys on him.
Oh, he almost caught it.
And he still almost caught it. It actually hit him in the hands, but knocked away, and it's 4th and 30.
He was very close to catching that.
4th down and 30 yards to go, and the Sockies will have to punt here. So not able to take advantage of a takeaway. Marable will punt from his own 13. 7:01 to play. New man back to receive this is Evan Spencer, it appears, and Marable's going to try to run it here as he...
Seemed like a bad idea.
Just took off.
Yeah.
The sideline looks confused as to what they saw there to take off, and they'll have the ball at the 30-yard line. Will the Pretzels? Don't believe that was called. I think you saw something that was a read, and it just was not there that time. As it is, the Pretzels take over 1st and 10 at the Saukey 30 with 6:53 to play. The likelihood of running 30-plus yards on a fake punt
is very low, especially when you have to start, 8 or 9 yards back from the punter position, too.
Yeah, I don't know what the statistics say about that, and I wasn't very good at that anyway, but I'm going to say it's a low percentage. DraftKings odds were around plus 50,000. Here's a handoff to Stinson. Stiff arm in the backfield. Now has stood up, trying to still fight there. Gets to the big line at the 25. A 5-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 5 for New Berlin.
Stinson with 37 yards on 7 carries.
Second down and 5 yards to go for the Pretzels. Taking their time here as the clock their friend with a 2-score lead, trying to get another score in here and put this one away. This new HSA webpage sure is something.
It's very difficult to find anything on.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to navigate.
It looks nice, though.
Cruz has the 1st down. He's cruising now into Saukey territory around the 12 or 13-yard line. Call it the 12. 13-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10.
78 yards on 12 carries for Cruz. Wind the clock, the referee says.
Pretzels are home next week against Stanford Olympia. They've got Williamsville on the 10th, Athens at home on the 17th, and Maroa at home on the 24th.
It's a tough road of games there.
Trying to secure victory number 3 tonight. Single receiver right, 2 men to the left-hand side. Cruz takes the snap, hands it off to Stinson. Stinson met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Clock counting down here. This play will come at about the 5-minute mark. Pretzels now break the huddle and look to be a little confusion here.
Might need a timeout.
Well, Russia shouldn't have a mistake. They'll hand it off to Pecoraro. He'll have running lane to the right-hand side. Going to take it down. Appears to be near the 3.
He really kind of got folded in half also.
Be a 9-yard gain and bring up a 3rd and a yard to go for New Berlin.
Pecoraro with 110 yards on 13 carries now.
From the Pittsfield 3-yard line, 3rd and 1, so can still pick up a first down here before a touchdown. So pretty prime scoring opportunity for the Pretzels.
I would give them all to Michael Pecoraro again.
I don't mind rewarding that young man for what he has done tonight to help this squad be in this position. Cruz takes the snap, hands it off to Pecoraro, chased down from behind, this time by Caden Ferguson on a nice play. Back to the 4 on a 1-yard loss. It's 4th and 2. So interesting here on a 4th and 2. With 3:45 the clock winding down here.
You could kick the field goal just for practice. I mean,
good. They're going to have to call timeout, I think.
Well, they're not moving very fast with 12 seconds left on the play clock.
Break the huddle with 9 on the play clock now.
They were a solid 9 or 10 yards off the line on their huddle, too.
4th and 2. Zero's on the play clock. Timeout happens first, though. On the Adams Fiber timeout. The official timeout sponsor of Central Illinois Sports is Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team with Adams Fiber. Timeout taken by the Pretzels is their first of the second half. Comes at the 3:15 mark of this fourth quarter. New Berlin has the ball, 4th and 2 from the Pittsfield 4-yard line, trying to capitalize on a drive that started at the Pittsfield 30. Due to a fake punt gone awry.
Fake punt on 4th and 30.
Maroa Forsyth picks up their 5th win of the season, this time over Riverton, 55-0. The final there. That's Pittsfield's opponent next week, Maroa Forsyth, and the juggernaut that the Trojans are.
They've been good for a long time.
Jump around. Stinson is lined up to the left of the quarterback, Cruz, who takes the snap and is back to pass. Rolling out to his left, all kinds of pressure. Ball is picked off. Picked off by the Sakis, and who's got it? Runs it back. Was that Ryan Harris? It was Ryan Harris. Out to the 15. So Pittsfield's defense gets a stop with 3:07 to play. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 15. On a takeaway by Ryan Harris, the sophomore. The end zone, a little one-handed catch it looked like there. Let's see if you can catch it on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. Harris, an outside linebacker, caught that. Look at that. Caught it with his left hand and just brought it in.
They didn't know he was left-handed, evidently.
That's right. Don't test him on the left side. That's his strength. Snap is bobbled a bit here. Now Ferguson going to get sacked in the backfield at the 10-yard line. Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 15. I don't know this for a fact, but, Wyatt took a lot of snaps in that contest a week ago. As the Sakis now will call a timeout, their first of the contest. Hasn't taken as many tonight. I'm sure there's going to be people that say, why? He did all right. Here's what you've got to think about in overall development of a player. It's not ideal to play a freshman in a varsity, maybe anything, especially on the boys' side of sports, honestly. Girls sometimes physically mature a little bit earlier, so you'll see some freshman girls that can be pretty dominant at times. But on the boys' side, especially in the Sangamo Conference, it's not an ideal situation. So you don't want to stunt any potential growth that you might have with a kid like Wyatt. In a season where you're already 0-4, right? You're thinking big picture, next couple of years, going to need him as a guy going to need that confidence to be high. I'm not saying his confidence is low, but I can actually understand the thought process that has gone into this. Some people won't. Some people want to yell and scream from the top of the bleachers, that sort of thing, but it's really no point of doing that. Here's a handoff to Taylor Graham on an end around. Now he cuts back to the middle of the field. Still on his feet. He's going to scamper to the outside.
He's going to
Breaks
keep
another
cutting.
tackle. Taylor Graham left, right, zigging, zagging, bouncing, and bopping out to the 29-yard line on a 19-yard run. A 1st and 10 for the Sockies.
Graham with 31 yards on 6 carries now.
1st and 10. Still a long way to go. Ferguson in the shotgun. Trips right. Takes the snap. They'll give it out to Marable. Looking for some running room out in front here. It's a block out to the 35. 6-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Marable with 27 yards receiving on 3 catches.
Trips left. Ferguson in the shotgun. Got to give Ferguson a lot of credit, too. You were thrown into this week. You've never played quarterback. I'm sure when he was asked, he went, yeah, I'll try it. Here's a fumble now as Otker trying to pick it up, and this will be a turnover on the Sockies as a fumble recovered by New Berlin on a botched pitch here. And the Pretzels will take over at the Pittsfield 35 with 1:47 to play, and they can just about kneel this one out. Pittsfield has 2 timeouts. I'm not sure that they would take them necessarily here, as they're down 2 scores. Around the 35, a pitch to the outside. Otker never really had much of a grasp on it. Was trying to pick it up with a bouncy ball running forward and also trying to avoid any kind of contact with the defender coming up. And a turnover, the Sockies' 4th of the night. 3 interceptions and a fumble.
Cruz is not under center right now.
Sockies showing the blitz. They'll bring the Haas. Pecoraro breaks through the first line, and that's a problem when everybody was coming. 10-5. Pecoraro dives through the pylon. He is in for the score, the back judge tells us, and Michael Pecoraro with his 2nd touchdown of the night. This time a 35-yard run. Beats the student body blitz that time, and it makes it 26-6 New Berlin with 1:42 to play. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, thanks to our friends at Ridgeline Sales Group for being our scoreboard sponsor throughout the entirety of the broadcast season on Central Illinois Sports. Michael Pecoraro.
With his 3rd touchdown of the night now, Charlie.
Oh, I missed one. My apologies. Robinson on for the extra point attempt. When he's gotten a good hold, he's been pretty solid. This is a low snap. Good hold, though, and Robinson will boot it through for the extra point. That makes it New Berlin 27, Pittsfield 6, with 1:42 to play. Sockies gambled on the blitz. Pecoraro made them pay and puts New Berlin on top, 27-6.
We asked you what your favorite thing is about fall, and here's what you said. So no matter what you're looking forward to, there's something for you that's on sale at your local Farm Home Supply right now. Take your pick from our beautiful 8-inch flowering mums for only $5.99. Your fall fashion is on sale, including $10 off Wrangler Bespoke Denim. Pick up a big bag of this winterizer lawn food for under $30. Get a 2-pack of these Cell trail cameras for under $80. Find all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Hi, I'm Corey Grinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
1:42 to play in this contest, 27-6 advantage for the Pretzels of New Berlin. Final at Minden Unity, Camp Point Central 43, Unity pacing nothing, as Central and Brown County are on a collision course for next week in a battle for the WIBC North. What are you disappointed in?
That no one but me and Jessica get to hear the things that happen in a break. Your grand singing.
Oh, thank you. Nice young man. Huh. Your kid has some stuff in the bleachers and they're with their grandparents, just turn around and give it to New Berlin's coaches. They'll bring it in the press box, no problem.
It was really nice.
That guy's not doing anything else right now or anything. Robinson will kick this one on a bouncing ball that will bounce into the hands of Ryan Harris, and he'll be suplexed back at the 27-yard line. That's where Pittsfield will have it 1st and 10 with 1:35 to play. I want to remind you about our friends at the Riverbank Bar and Grill on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence, and sometimes in it you'll check them out for great food, cold drinks, and a good time. They'll be open this weekend, Saturday 11 to midnight, Sunday 11 to 8. You can also check them out for lunch, and they've got special roadside service for you during harvest season. Check them out at the Riverbank Bar and Grill. Calhoun beats West Central 49-8 as the Warriors are undefeated on the season.
It was a big second half.
Taylor Graham on an end around here. Gets a good block out in front by Dom Cooper out there, still blocking his butt off out here. You like to see that if you're the Sockies. Graham will take it all the way out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 20 yards on the play and a 1st and 10.
Graham with 51 yards on 7 carries now. 8 carries now.
He is split out wide to the right-hand side. Hull is the wide receiver. Dom Cooper, who just made the nice play on the block, is at the bottom of your screen. Ferguson is in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, looking for the run to the right-hand side. Gets some blocking out in front. Good burst of speed. He's up near the sticks to the 43-yard line. That will be 2nd down and 1, 9-yard gain. 2nd and a yard to go here with just over a minute to play. Caden Ferguson, low snap, going to be picked up in the backfield there by Jake Cocker. Breaks into the open field and carries the ball all the way down inside the 25, near the 22. 21-yard pickup on the run by Otker and a 1st down for the Sockies.
Otker doubles his yardage, 42 yards on 11 carries now.
59.4 seconds to play. They'll wind the clock. Ferguson takes the snap, has trouble with the catch. Now going to heave it downfield, that it's going to be caught by Bodie Marable. Down to a knee, but caught it inside the 10 around the 9-yard line. And that'll be a 13-yard pickup and 1st and goal for the Sockies from the 9, and they want a timeout. They're trying to get a score on the board here on the Adams Fiber timeout.
Just to end the game on some positives.
50.7 seconds left, and Adams Fiber is the official timeout sponsor of Central Illinois Sports. Adams.net, or call or text at any time, 217-214-3423. They've got blazing fast internet for you at Adams Fiber, whether it's game day or every day. It's Adams Fiber, keeping you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Timeout taken here to be 1st and goal from the 9. Sockies trying to get on the board here with 50.7 seconds to play. Their only score on the night has come on a blocked punt that was scooped and scored. They'll put Graham in motion. Hand it to him on the end around. He was looking for a pass. Nothing was open there. He'll get slung down and out of bounds right at the 8-yard line. That's that short 5 yards down there at the end of Glenn C. Smithfield. 2nd and goal from the 8.
It's a no gain?
No gain a yard, kind of. I don't know. There's only maybe 4 yards between the 5 and the 10.
Who painted that line?
I believe Don's left leg maybe a little longer than his right. As Ferguson takes the snap, he's going to run up the middle. Puts his head down inside the 5, down to the 3. 5-yard gain. And we'll get a timeout by the Sockies, 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line coming up, their final timeout of the night with 19.6 seconds to play. Now, some people may be saying, why? Why take the timeout? You're not going to win the game. Because you're looking for positives. If you're Pittsfield, you're about to drop to 0-5. You're about to be officially knocked out of playoff contention, which hasn't happened here in Socky country since 2009, by the way. You're about to go on the road and play your toughest opponent of the season next week in Monroe Forsyth.
Who got 2nd in state last year, too, eh?
Yeah, and so you're looking for a positive. I mean, you know, you can say moral victories don't mean much, but sometimes they do. 19.6 seconds to play. Sockies are out of timeouts here. 3rd and goal from around the 3.
What is the penalty if you call a timeout without a timeout in football? I've never seen it. I'm just curious.
Technical,
I know what it is.
Technical and free throws.
Okay, I mean, I know what it is in basketball.
Yeah,
but
they take them into the gym to shoot them here.
We're going to have to really move the cameras quickly, Jess. Be ready for that.
It's a sprint. All right, John, here we go.
Do you have to shoot in your pads?
Yeah.
It is more difficult that way. Almost a penalty for the offense then.
Takes quite the skill. There's the ready for play. Low snap. Ferguson picks it up. Rolling to his right, looking for Marable. Marable catches it, and he's in for the Saki touchdown. 16.7 seconds left. Ferguson with his first passing touchdown of his career and connects with his buddy Bodie Marable on the 3-yard pitch and catch to make it 27-12. And now the Sakis will come to the hashes here. What do we got? They're going to go for 2. The referee is waving his hand in the air. He said, hello!
You just don't care?
It looked like you see the princesses riding in the parade there. Like, how are you? Here's a ball caught on the 2-point try to Taylor Graham to make it 27-14 with 16.7 seconds to play. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, buddy, we know everybody knows the score. You don't have to point. That's classless. Don't do that. Act like you've been there. You have. You were a playoff team last year. Act like you've been there. 27-14. I don't know. There's been a weird shift in sports. Basketball's the worst, where you can't just have a good play and celebrate it on your own side. You, for some reason, have to be disrespectful to the other team. I don't like it at all. I don't get it. It's not the point of the game. 16.7 seconds left. These teams will play a JV game Monday in New Berlin. They didn't play a freshman game last night as New Berlin's a little low on numbers. So Pittsfield went and played at Calhoun. 1A Calhoun has more players than Waverly, Franklin, and New Berlin combined. That's a wild thought, isn't it?
It is.
Calhoun's a juggernaut right now, though, baby.
Calhoun's been able to play a freshman game the last several years because Pittsfield's played them a lot of times when there's been teams in the Sangamo that don't have a freshman game.
Yep.
Or they're too far away.
Coach Elmore's done a nice job. He's got a good coaching staff, really established some things there. Ball falls down again.
Are they going to make them hold it? It's not the wind that's knocking it down.
Graham's trying to get it steadied on the
absolutely tee. Zero wind. He says, I swear it's sitting.
It's like somebody's got a string running into it or something here. Graham's got his hand in the air. New Berlin expecting an onside kick, and Graham will kick a line drive that's going to hit the man of the knees. He'll try to pick it up here. This is Connor Stinson on the run back. Stinson will look for the outside, now cuts back, and he'll be taken down by Jaden Moore near the 24-yard line, and we're a knee away from the Pretzels moving to 3-2 on the season. They've got some tough games coming up, though, in their last 4 weeks. Have yet to play Williamsville, Maroa, Athens, or Stanford Olympia. So some tough ones coming up. Referees looking at the footballs, and they're saying, shoot, which is which?
I don't know whose is whose because Pittsfield's was supposed to be delivered by helicopter tonight. It didn't come in.
And now they say, that looks like yours.
Is this one yours?
Sometimes it's...
They're going to ask the coach to actually look at it and make sure.
This is why Tom Brady always deflated his balls, because
then he could tell
it
which
was
one
easier
was
to tell which ones were his. 6 seconds to play. Cheater, now he's spying on other teams when he's supposed to be an analyst. He's already an alien. Why does he need to get a inside track on the practice? All right, Cruz is under center. He'll take the snap, step back for a knee, and that'll do it in this one. Final, New Berlin 27, Pittsfield 14. Pretzels improved to 3-2 on the season. The Sockies are 0-5, and we take you to the Logan Ag post-game show with final stats and our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Final of the contest on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. New Berlin 27, Pittsfield 14. Sockies score late to cut it a little bit closer, but the Pretzels dominated the time of possession in this one, and their defense was pretty stellar throughout the night, limiting the Socky offense to minimal yardage throughout the evening, and doing enough on the offensive side of their own behind another big night from Michael Pecoraro on the ground. Logan Agri-Service with locations at Griggsville and Winchester in Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. For all of your agricultural needs, it's Logan Ag, 217-833-2375.
First for the Pittsfield Sockies, they finished the game with 9 first downs. Taylor Graham had 52 yards on 9 carries. 42 yards on 11 carries for Jake Otker, 14 yards on 4 carries for Riker Wyatt, 12 yards on 5 carries early in the game for Nick Merriman, and then negative 6 yards on 4 carries for Bodie Marable, 424 rushing yards on 44 attempts, 2.8 yards per carry for Pittsfield. Quarterbacks for Pittsfield, Riker Wyatt was 0 for 3 on the night with an interception. Caden Ferguson was 5 for 9, 56%, and a couple of interceptions and 44 yards. And Taylor Graham was 0 for 1 passing tonight. Passes were all completed to Bodie Marable for 44 yards on 5 catches. So 124 rushing yards, 44 passing yards, 168 total yards of offense for Pittsfield. Sockies were called for 30 yards and penalties on 3 called penalties, all in the first half of play. For New Berlin, they finished the game with 16 first downs. They were led in rushing by 146 yards on 15 carries for Michael Pecoraro. 77 yards on 13 carries for Brady Cruz, 37 yards on 8 carries for Connor Stinson, and 4 yards on 1 carry for Wyatt Peters. 264 rushing yards on 37 attempts, 7.1 yards per carry. Quarterback Brady Cruz was 6 of 14 for 43 yards with 3 interceptions. Passes were completed to Charlie Newman, 45 yards on 3 receptions, 4 yards on 1 catch for Chase Dougherty, 19 yards on 1 catch for Wyatt Peters, and 4 yards on 1 catch for Connor Stinson. So 264 rushing yards, 43 passing yards, 307 total yards of offense. And New Berlin was called for 70 yards and penalties on 7 called penalties in the ballgame.
Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And John, Michael Pecoraro going to be our player of the game in this one, 100-plus rushing yards, and when New Berlin needed a big play, he made big plays, 3 touchdowns as well for that senior, and he is our player of the game tonight in this one. Final of the ball game, a 27-14 win for the Pretzels over the Sockies. For Jessica and John Hull alongside here, certainly glad you've chosen to spend some of your evening with us on this Friday. We bid you farewell from Glenn C. Smith Field, where the New Berlin Pretzels beat the Pittsfield Sockies 27-14. It's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.